Black African power. What's good? What's happening? Well organized lie. Defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woohoo, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killing the house. I come to do what I got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do. Standing tall, standing strong. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. It's Bobby banging this bitch. Y'all see the title, man. It had some great discussions over the last 2 days in the damn Discord, man. If y'all ain't in the Discord, y'all don't know what's happening, man. Organized fights, organized battles, flair that only the pseudo killers can bring, man. Look, man, I appreciate everybody, man. Let people get in the building, man. You know what it is. I see you, Rock City. Vanessa Black. See you in there. I see you, Miss Bennett. Who else we got in here? The Black Panther. I see you. Taj, I see you. Rock City, New York. I see you. Yeah, I see all the people in the building, man. I see you, man. Let y'all get up in here, man. We're going to have some good times, man. Y'all already see what it is. Y'all know what we're doing, man. Getting right into it. What is this right here? Let me see. Get back to the regular thing. Look, man, let me let these people get up in the building, man, before we start the show. Y'all already know what this show is, man. Y'all already know what we're doing. Y'all see it, man. The real reading, the book of Genesis, Adam and Eve, the fall in the garden. Man, we're going to read that thing, man, just based off some real basic English, man. We're just going to read it. And we're going to see what it says. That's what we're doing. We're not adding no scholarly thing to it. Although that could be in the game, but not for today's show. Just going to read it and see what we say. Now, it caused quite a stir amongst the non-believers in the pseudo-killer server. And I was saying, man, it's a lot of taking up for the religious, man. People had a soft heart. Not today. That ain't what we doing, man. We ain't having no soft hearts. We going straight to it. Man, y'all know what it is, man. It's Atheist Friday, man. We talking about all things atheism. You know what it is, man. We ain't worried about your beliefs and how you feel about what you believe. We ain't worried about that, man. We ain't got a soft heart for you over here, man. If you come into the building, you already know what it is, man. Already know what it is. So y'all just be careful and just sit back. We ain't playing. We doing it like we supposed to do it, man. What else we got in the building, man? Waiting for the people to get up here, man. We ain't starting with 13,000. That ain't gonna be able to kick it off. No, it is not. Let me get the camera clean. Let me get it all right. Let me see. There we go. Thing is nice and crispy. Man. We going in, man. Hit that Cash App, man. Got a Cash App already early. Appreciate you, Sci-Fi. That's some real love right there. Sci-Fi. Appreciate you. Big shot. All day, every day, man. You got people supporting, man. You know we appreciate that. We over here promoting scientific literacy, man. We over here making it comfortable for you not to believe. You can believe that. Man, making it comfortable for you not to believe. Far too often, man, in this community, we surrounded by the religious. And they try to make us feel bad. Look, next week, man, we having an interview with man Decent, man. Man, part of the non-believers. Get some atheists up in this joint. Get back on task, man. Man, like and subscribe to the video, man. You know what it is. Man, waiting for the people to come in the building, see what they're doing. Dropping these links, man. Putting them on Facebook, man. You know how we like to get down around here. Y'all know what it is, man. We're going to get it in because we're enjoying ourselves, man. We're enjoying not believing. Some people don't get no enjoyment out of it. I sure do. I ain't really willing to I ain't trying to bash you out for what you believe and what you don't believe. Man, I ain't doing that. Not at all. But I got enough sense to know that even in our attempt not to believe, man, even in our attempt not to believe, we still fall short. Why would that be? Looking back on some old Facebook posts. Why would that be? Because it's a mental thing, man, when we get caught up in how we believe, when they put us on that thing, man, when they get us not to believe, man. It's definitely a mental thing, man. We was raised in it and we got it honest, man. We got it honest, bro. That's all I can tell you. We definitely got it honest. We got it honest. Let me see. We live now. So we got it honest. It's been filtered down from generation to generation, man. What's up, Gary? I see you in the building, man. Pseudo Killer Army, man. See you. I see you, MVP. Yeah, I see you. We'll get this thing cracking in a minute, man. But it was a great discussion, man. I swear it was, man. I just couldn't believe the taking up for the religious amongst. I couldn't believe it. The soft heart for the religious. I couldn't believe it. All kind of excuses for the three monotheistic religions. Oh, you got to take it easy on them. Oh, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't hear nobody take up for the African religions. African Americans not giving a damn about how people feel in traditional African settings. They didn't give a damn, but they cared about the monotheistic religions. So even when you think you don't believe, you still have a soft heart for the monotheists. It's amazing to me. Even had somebody tell me, put some signs up outside your door. When I was saying atheists don't go knocking on people's doors. It's the religions amongst us that will knock on your door. I remember that. I was like, put a sign up. So now I got to put a sign on my door that says, do not disturb or do not, no soliciting. Funny. So there's certain comfortabilities we have with religious people knocking on your door. Yeah, they got the Bible in their hand, and you believe in it, you open the door and you listen to it. And even when you're not trying to listen to it, you're trying to figure out a way how not to be rude. Now, if it's just a regular person coming up there to your door, you wouldn't open it with you, but they show that the Bible's like a force field. Think about what I'm saying. It's like a force field. Yeah. Force field that make you bring your guards down. Oh, you lower your guards. I swear you do. And you lower your guards all the way. Yes, indeed. You lower your damn guards. But let a regular person come through. You ain't gonna let them in. Got that Bible, you're gonna let them in. Why is that? I often wonder, why is that? Dangerous. All you gotta do is bring a Bible. Interesting to me. Very interesting to me. Y'all need to think about that though. Interesting. You will hear people say, I ain't with that, making all kind of excuses for the religious amongst us, man. Man, we ain't got enough in here to start the show yet, man. We call your friends, let them know. We didn't put the thing on Facebook, let them know we up in here, man. It's Atheist Friday, man. We talking about that, man. We dropping the links early for anybody who want to get in the conversation, man. What's up and where y'all at? Where y'all at in the server? Everybody had a lot to say. I see they quiet up in there. Yes, indeedy. We're going to do the real of the book of Genesis in the fall from the garden. What did God say? What the Satan say? What with the not the Satan, but the serpent? What did he say? We're gonna read it and see. We're gonna see if you've been going through life with the blinders on. Can't see. The blinders barely can see. Let's see if you can see that. I see you. Red, black, and green, Tiffany 89. Peace. What's good? 23 ain't enough for the show. Tell your friends to come through. You know what it is. Wait, my thing before we get this thing started, man. We're gonna have a great show, man. Yes, we is. Definitely about to go in. Let's see where y'all at. See what y'all doing and see where y'all at. See where your head is. A lot of people will protect the monotheism, but they won't protect an African spiritual system. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's sad. All of it's weird to me. But I'm just saying, people become atheists, but yet they still don't got it. They still can't. Man, soft heart, huh? We're going to find out who got the soft heart, man. We're going right into it, man. That's what we're going to do, man. We'll give it a couple minutes, man. We're going to get this show started, man. Man, tell your friends, send out the link, man. Hit the like button, man, to get the algorithm going. I see you, Joe. Mr. Armstrong, what's good, yo? A lot of people was talking, but they quiet now where you at. We live and kicking it, man. Like I said, next Friday, man, we're going to have, man, Lisa on. All right? Come in and talk about her experiences being a black woman and being an atheist, man. Got that election coming up. If you ain't voting, man, get out there and vote, man. Don't vote for the damn pseudo. I don't care what it is, yo. I see you, Joe. You got the link, Joe. We can definitely drop the link, Joe. The link is in the server. You know you can jump up in there. I see you, Joe. Christian, non-Christian. Christian Gideon Block, pseudo killer army. Joe Armstrong, pseudo killer army. Yeah. The interesting conversation, man. I ain't never seen a bunch of non-believers and on the fence people. Lamar Pope was good in my life. Make sure y'all share the links. Let me get the link to the store in there, man. Buy some products, man. Show some love somewhere, man. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. They said, stop playing. Got some nice hoodies. Nice quality, man. Y'all know what it is. And we just here doing our thing, man. Let me see if I can get into the store real quick, man. We'll get to the store, man. Send a nigga out for the store, man. See what we doing here. See what we doing here. Oh, shoot. Yeah? Interesting. Link for the store here, man. Get it going. Get it going. All right. Man, we got them them pseudo killer hoodies, man. We got the no religion. You gotta have some heart to wear the no religion joints, y'all. You definitely gotta have some heart right there, yo. You ain't got no heart for that. Scared to wear it. A lot of people gonna be like, what you know, what's this, what's that? Yeah. I gotta make something a little more subtle. Make something a little subtle for y'all. Yo, definitely support the pseudo killer hoodies, man. All right, where we at? Mr. Joe, how you doing?
Big brother, what's going on, my brother? Hey man, them hoodies is fire.
You
I
say
got a
what?
gray one and a black one. Them
What?
hoodies, man. Them hoodies fire.
What, the pseudo killer joint?
Yes, sir. I sport that joint everywhere I go.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't know which ones you got. Which ones you got? Yo, you got the.
I got the space age African joints.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's love right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Appreciate you
them
for the
joints
whole
right.
social support.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
so,
they right.
so we had that great discussion. It was y'all wow. That's all I can tell you, man.
Nah, man. See, man. You and the other how do I want to characterize y'all?
Just
I
atheist.
don't,
Yo,
wa-
what?
I don't want to go in on y'all brothers, man.
You can't go in on this. I ain't mad. I like to hear your name called. I said, oh, yo said we was recovering Christians. I said, oh,
That's right.
so I'm
No,
mad
yeah,
at you.
yeah, the three. I called y'all the three amigos. Y'all the Christians
How?
that fell away and got mad. Now y'all want to beat Christianity up.
Oh, so now see, I could understand you saying it, but
Oh
I couldn't
shit!
understand the atheist saying it. See, I know you're a Christian,
Who are you
non-Christian. Yo,
talking
you,
about?
what you mean? I'm saying I can understand you saying it. Yeah, I mean, you still have
Okay.
affinities.
Well, that was cheap shot. Okay, go ahead.
Still have close affinities. Can't help it. Hey man, I want to promote, man, the On Dome Productions, man. We got the On Dome that will be in effect, gang. Protecting us against any pseudos dropping videos. We will respond with the Iron Dome protection. Protecting us against any
Must
pseudos with the fake videos, mischaracterizing things we saying. We definitely going up. We got our quality up, and now the system is in full effect. So anybody playing any videos, cutting and pasting and mess up the words lying, you know what I'm saying? The On Dome is in effect. That's what it is.
okay.
We
I
there.
can't wait to see this in effect.
Yeah, high level production.
I
Cut and
can't
paste
wait
if
for
you
that.
want, like a Baptist preacher, if you want. Yeah, you know what it is, man. But hey, look, we right in a sweet spot, man. Like we ready to kick it, man. We ready to get this thing started, man.
Bobby Banger from the block, seen it all raw tough. Streets of Baltimore where survival's always rough. Joined the Marines fighting for a life he could save. But back in the hood, he felt like a runaway slave. Started an army, not of guns but of wisdom. I'm a rock squad, truth the anthem, we ain't just a God killer. Bobby Banger on his path for the truth. Empower the people, give them wisdom as the proof. Black power rising, knowledge shines like a light. He's fighting for the future, ready to ignite. Selling drugs on the corner just to put food on plates, but deep in his heart, he knew he had greater fates. From the traps to the lab, he fights ignorance raw, teaching evolution while shaking up the law. The real black atheist is changing the game, waking up minds, never the same. God killer Bobby Banger on his path for the truth, empower the...
Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all listen to the community skeptics, man, and it's on. So look, man, today's discussion is the rendering, the reading, the real reading of the book of Genesis. You know what it is, Joel. We've been through it. I couldn't understand how I went off the rails like that, man. I couldn't. Let me give y'all what it is. All I wanted to do was just read the Bible. I didn't want to hear the theologians take on it. I didn't want to hear my great grandmother take on it. I didn't want to hear the Christian take on it. All I wanted to do was read some literature. And I said this, I said, I'm going to read the book of Genesis. I'm going to read chapter 2 and chapter 3. I said, watch what happened. I heard all kind of damn excuses, right? When I read it, I say, watch, I'm going to read it, right? I'm going to read it. And y'all going to tell me what it means. I say, watch. I'm gonna read it, right? And then y'all gonna tell me what it mean this and it mean that. I say, yo, I'm just reading it. I'm reading it. Watch everybody. They had all people start throwing theologians in. Well, you know, you're supposed to keep it in the cultural context. Last time I checked, my great grandmother and all them, my auntie, my cousins and them, they didn't have no thing. Most people don't know what the hell a theologian is. And when the last time a Christian actually listened to their theologians? They don't listen to their theologians. They don't go to theology school. You get the preacher go off to theology school and come back and don't tell you what he learned. Because in theology school, you can't prove whether Jesus walked on water or not. They're not looking for the faith aspect of it, right? They're not. They're strictly looking for the quote unquote, you know what I mean, the historical accuracy of the different text. Simple. So a theologian, theology school do not prove whether Jesus was even walked on water or none of that. Our grandmothers and them didn't know that. They listened to the Baptist preacher cut and paste the scripture, right? And they'd go home and read it for themselves. Nobody was sitting down with a map to know the area and all that. Nobody did that. So when I say, yo, I just want to read the literature, all of a sudden you disrespecting the literature. I was like, what? Hey, Gideon, what was the word they used? You something.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Penalty on the field.
He said
Penalty
flag.
on the field.
Yo,
Penalty on the
that's
field.
a flag.
Did you hear the official blow the whistle? Did you hear it? Flag on the play. You are mischaracterizing this conversation.
How?
You mischaracterized that flag.
What's the word they say we was doing? Something we made fun of again. Joe, what they say? What you say? We made fun of it. What y'all say?
I'm gonna explain how this conversation went.
No,
so
what it was we was doing to y'all making fun of the Bible. I was like, what?
No, that's way down the road. That's way down the road. Before that.
I can't crack a joke about the Bible now.
No, nobody had a problem with you cracking a joke.
What was the
That's
problem?
not where the trouble started.
Where did the trouble start?
The trouble started because actually none of us disagreed with y'all premises on you know the devil telling the truth.
Okay, no, kidding.
Hold on, let me get it out. And the woman misleading her husband and all the story is messed up. You know, nobody said nothing. And as soon as we agreed, here go brother. Here go brother. Oh, how you gonna agree with it? Are you saying that it's true? Are you saying that? Yes, you did.
No, that wasn't me, yo. I never cared about that. I ain't never say that. I ain't say that, yo. We had to start recording. We got the robot.
You did that, and then Gideon ran out the back door, and daggone Cedric jumped out the window.
They said you jumped out the window with the cake.
Y'all started going crazy. I said,
yo,
look, man.
No, I was crying in tears the whole day. They had me crying for 5 hours, yo.
The three amigos. I already said that. The three amigos.
Listen here, man.
Gideon and Cedric. The three amigos.
Listen here, man. Joel is here scamming, bro.
Oh, come on.
Scamming. Officially scamming.
I can't tell the story, the proper story, and it's scamming. Okay, go ahead.
We're gonna find out. Go
ahead. See, that's the problem, Joel, because you're not telling. First of all, you're not even in the position to tell the proper story because you weren't even there from the beginning, son. So you lied. Oh, you flip-flapping right now, bro. You now you sound like the dudes that wrote the Bible, knowing that they weren't there in the beginning, talking about in the beginning God said, "Let there be light."
Oh, that's cold. That's cold. Gideon, that's cold. We don't have to follow up.
You know, I keep an extra clip or two.
Oh,
you don't have to hit below the belt, Gideon. So long. Let's let this conversation. Hold on. Let's let this conversation up the listening audience. Okay.
Here we go.
The way we're gonna do that, because the last time you was on the show, you had me thinking. All right, hey, Gideon, mute out, Gideon. You got a lot of background. All right, so listen. The last time you did your Atheist Fridays, I said, yo, that's a good show. Mm-hmm. But what we don't want to do is not have the people be able to follow us, right?
Okay.
When you have these conversations. So if we have these conversations in a way where it's too heavy for them, we might lose them.
Okay.
So what I want to do is I want to present a perspective. And I'm going to present the same perspective that myself, Sosa, and Chill presented when we was having this conversation.
I'm gonna let you go first. Go ahead.
Okay. All right.
Should you go first, or should
Now,
I read it and then let you flam it? How do you want me to do this?
no, it's not going to be a flam. No,
Oh,
don't go
yeah,
first.
absolutely.
Listen. No,
You
listen.
want to go first?
Listen.
You want to go first?
Let me go first. Let me go first.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go first. Here
All
you
right.
go.
So
There
the
you
thing
go.
we try, because our position is going to help the audience. Because when we tell people these stories and we attack these stories, we want them to understand why we do it. Go ahead and clean your glasses so you can see clearly what I'm saying. All right, make sure you clean your ears out too while you're at it. All right, so look,
no Christian for no reason.
we don't have to go there. We don't have to go there. We try to present the fact that if you don't read these texts from a cultural standpoint and try to understand this in the frame of mind that the writers understood it, then 10 chances out of 10 you're gonna mess it up, you're gonna mischaracterize it, you're gonna come up with different teachings that's not gonna be, cohesive to everybody.
Okay.
All right. That was the only point we were trying to make.
I got that point. But let me say this.
Why we fighting?
We're not fighting. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Our grandmother them didn't know none of that. Ain't nobody knew about no daggone heat. Let me talk.
Right,
I'm saying my auntie and them, my grandma, my cousin and them, Willie and Billy down the corner. Ain't nobody know nothing about no damn Hebrew tradition and customs. That's not until you got into the damn conscious community you get all slick. Every now and then you find a church call itself the study church. They're trying to do that halfway cook you. We ain't never sat down and read no Bible thinking like the ancient Israelites did. When did that ever, or the ancient Christians? We ain't never did that. We always read the book and try to apply it to situations in our life. We thinking that's the God and that's it. We ain't never did that. Let me put that in the proper code. Oh, ain't no real hell. Hell is the fire outside of the daggone Hebrew village where they burn the trash. We ain't thought that. See, that would be a Hebrew perspective of it. We was thinking you really going to hell. And then we really thought we was going to meet our mother and our parents, you know what I'm saying, when they died in heaven. We really thought that. Literally, we thought Jesus died on the cross. We went with the metaphors. You got to get slick to start doing the metaphorical and all that, though. Joe, come on, man.
No, here we go again. Nobody. That's very good. I like what you said. Nobody disagreed with you, and that's why I'm trying to say if we can have this conversation, from a proper context, we can help people who may be trying to deal with this and try to come to grips with some of the inconsistencies that they see in these writings.
Okay.
We can literally help them.
I want to help them.
But if you try to force me,
I wasn't forcing you.
Let me get it out. Don't get triggered. If you try to force me to say what you want me to say from the text because of what you learned as a young Christian, then it's gonna mess everything up. And that's what happened.
That was a shot. Young Christian, I ain't learned.
I try to sneak it in. You caught it.
Oh my goodness.
Now see.
You know what?
Now see. This is where the flammery at, man.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What we were doing yesterday had nothing to do with the show you talking about today. When we doing a show, bro, it's gonna be different. You already know that. Me and Marcus already talked about, like, yo, what we was having fun yesterday, bro. We was in the Discord, you already know, and we was kicking it. And then y'all come in there trying to make it look like it was something different. That's the problem.
I never was mad at them. They was protecting their
Unc did that, Gideon.
Unc didn't. I never did that, yo. I'm
telling you, y'all have short-term memory.
I must do, yo, because that ain't what I was doing. I was simply saying I was going. I called it out. I said, yo, watch, I'm going to read. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read what it's saying. I say, what? I've been through this before. I say, watch, I'm going to read what it's saying, and then y'all going to tell me what it means. Y'all going to have to add all that up. Y'all threw in the theologians. Y'all did all that. Y'all threw in the proper culture. Y'all went technical on the proper culture. All the things that none of our family members knew.
Why? Okay. See how you keep changing it? See how
I
you
never
picked the
went past
goalposts
that.
up
And
ran out you put it in the parking lot. I'm trying to kick a field goal. You put the goalposts out in the parking lot. Because that's not really how it went down.
That's how I wanted it to go down. I don't know how it got so out of control. It got out of control. We had atheists
Threw me
protecting.
and
Yeah, that's the sacred test. Don't. Oh, I know what the word is. A mockery. Let me look that word up.
You threw me, Sosa, and Chill to the wolves. The wolves was Gideon and Cedric. You threw us to the wolves. It's almost like you set us up, bro.
How?
Because we tried to agree. Gideon and daggone Pitbull Cedric start biting. Oh, it's all a lie. Cultural not. Cultural not. It's all a lie. It's all terrible. I said your pit bulls, they start biting.
Yeah, I ain't called God a scammer.
The guy on this panel did though. The guy.
Oh, listen. Here's
That's
my
what
thing.
I'm saying.
Why would a group of non-believers care if you call God a scammer?
Because a lot of us are come from a Christian background, and we got family. Hold up, we have family ties. And one of the things that I always say, this is how I got labeled Christian, non-Christian Christian, is because I said, look, man, a lot of these things are metaphorical. A lot of these things are stories that they told for particular purposes. And he go, we got this brother in Discord named Brother named say, so you don't really believe in that. You're a non-Christian Christian. I say, look, man. Yep. So I said, check it out. If we're gonna properly wean, you know what it means to wean somebody from something, right? If we're gonna properly wean people from something, we gotta put it in a way where they can come to grips. And that's why I always, when people say to me, Joel, we in the Discord, they say, Joel, what do you think about this? I say, look, man, this is these people telling their cultural story from their cultural background. It's not really meant for us to take it and make a great God and to try to follow each one of these things. Like Hebrew Israelites walking around like Klingons, got tassels hanging off their side. We're not supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be gleaming whatever good we can glean from these stories. That's what we should be doing.
Okay.
You agree or disagree?
I don't know, man. I know why I called you Christian, Christian, yo. Right? Because watch this. I don't even know if I can ask you this, yo.
No, don't beat me up, man, on camera, man.
I'm gonna get.
That's personal for the Discord.
Right.
But see, that's what I was saying, though, Joel.
I'm gonna plead the fifth. Watch me plead the FIF, the fifth.
We should have kept that in the Discord, man, and just
Hold
do
on.
what we supposed to do.
I want to do this, though. I would like to do this for the listening audience. There's a primary belief you have to be a Christian, no matter what you say, right? And the central belief is faith in Jesus Christ as the Savior and Son of God. That's it.
Savior and Redeemer.
That's it. Hey, you don't got to do nothing else. You ain't got to read no Bible. You ain't got to do nothing. But Jesus is the way to salvation, that he rose from the dead. That's what you got to believe. You don't got to believe nothing else to be a Christian. You cannot be a Christian if you don't believe he rose from the dead.
Wow, you can follow the teachings of Christ. No. And man, that's what a disciple is.
You're going to hell. I'm just
disciple means
going to hell.
Man, it sent me to hell. A disciple is a follower of the teacher, man. Christian means Christ like.
Nah, it's not.
Bruh. Okay, so you got your own version. I got my own version.
That's the central tenet of Christianity, yo.
No, man.
See, Jehovah's Witnesses ain't going. That's a big dilemma.
Are the Jehovah's Witnesses not Christians?
Yeah, they believe that Jesus they Savior.
Not Christians.
Yeah, they all believe that he's a Savior.
They don't all embrace
but guess what? But guess what, Joel? They all have a root.
No. While
They all
other
have what?
beliefs, hold on. While other beliefs and practices and interpretations may vary across Christian denominations, we agree to that. Belief in Jesus as the Messiah who redeems and reconciles humanity
What
to
else?
God is considered the cornerstone of the Christian faith, bro. Now I know
That's
the hell
it.
that's it. Not how
Okay,
you walk
okay.
like the God. I'm walking in Christ. I'm
John
no.
chapter 3, verse 16,
3:16.
man.
Let's go there. Let's go there. 3:16. Let's see what it is. And
Y'all,
God so
y'all,
loved
y'all,
the
y'all are
world.
doing y'all are doing exactly what I was trying to get y'all not to do. But go ahead. Go ahead.
What was you trying to
God,
do?
God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son that whoever believes in him may not perish but have eternal
Let me
life.
get this
I
straight.
know the
Wait,
verses,
let me
bro.
get this straight. Hold on, let me get this
Oh,
straight, Joel.
there he
We
go. He
giving you the
biting again.
Christian
There he go.
perspective. Wait, Joel.
He biting again.
We are giving you now the Christian perspective, and you telling
Right.
me that ain't what you wanted us to do?
Yeah,
No,
you got
here's what I want. Here's what I
I'm
want.
confused now as to what it is you want us to do.
I'm trying not to confuse you. Listen to me closely. What I am saying,
Listen
is
very carefully. I shall say this only once. Go ahead.
okay, I'm only gonna say it once, right? That the objective that we should be trying to do is help our folks to practice this thing, to help our folks to practice this thing in a healthy way.
Oh man, I ain't
There's a
know no
healthy
healthy
way.
way.
There's a healthy way to do it, and there's an unhealthy way to do it.
But that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, we
No,
just want to
no,
make
no, you're
sure
not.
that
No, you're not. The only thing y'all want to do is beat stuff up, man, and clown it.
I'm
Nah,
not beating
bro.
up anything.
We're not
Oh, so now y'all want to act
Oh,
really too shit in front of the audience.
I'm
Y'all
not
don't want to.
beating it up
Y'all
right
don't
now.
want
We
to show
talking
your
about
true
right now,
colors.
yo.
I can't wait until So or Chill get on here.
We
Now
talking
y'all
about
want to
right
act like y'all was being friendly, like we was having a friendly conversation.
we
Wait,
is having a friendly
hold
conversation. I
on.
was.
Hold on.
I walked out the
Hold on.
store and got
See,
jumped by
Joel.
3 guys.
See, Joel. You in
I
the.
got,
You
hey,
see,
I got
What?
banked. You know Baltimore slang.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
banked.
you
I
got
came up the
banged up.
store and y'all banked me.
Nobody jumped you. You seen
Yes,
niggas shooting, and you ran into the damn gunshots like a damn fool.
Man, that was interesting, yo.
Ain't nobody came and robbed Joel, bro.
Oh man.
Ain't nobody beat him up.
I like how the story
He
y'all
seen
clean.
some dudes. He seen some dudes
Mr.
outside the store
Clean,
shooting,
Mr. Clean.
and he just ran out there.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. You cleaning this story up. I can't wait till some of the people that was on that panel that was in that discussion jump over.
I only wanted to do one thing, yo, was just read the thing. And right now, all I'm saying is, yo, I know what it takes to be a Christian. At least I know that. I might not know what it means to be a Muslim. I might not know the central tenets and all that, but I know what my grandmother told me. She said, as long as you profess that Christ, your Lord and Savior, son, you go to heaven. And eyes, I'm not right about that. I look it up. They say the central tenet, there's a lot of different denominations, but the central thing, they all believe that Jesus Christ is Lord, yo. Not Kulu or Lunk or Ifa, you know what I mean, or Muhammad. None of that, bro. None of that. No,
so
that's why I
why
always
people can't have their faith and still get it right?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying can't be faith. I'm saying
Why
to be a
you
Christian.
attacking it then?
Huh?
Why are you attacking it then?
How am I attacking? I'm just saying you. I understand as a former Christian. I don't even never know if I never believe that though. I never believed that.
You never believe what? Say it.
That Jesus was my Lord and Savior. I never said that. I never.
Yeah, you going to hell.
I never did that. But at least I know what it is, though. That's all I'm saying, bro. I believed in God, but I didn't think God had a son that was more powerful than God. I'm like, nah, that ain't make no sense. The little kid, that never made no sense to me. How's there only one God, but yet you got a son that can do everything that God can do? I said, that doesn't make no sense. So I'm not making a mockery. What's a mockery? See, it's the mockery word. You say mockery. Okay. The act of insulting or making light of a person or other thing, sometimes merely by taunting.
See, yeah, there you go. That's you. That's you getting in a century talking. That's trying to say you didn't do that. Fix your mouth and say you didn't do that.
See, this the
Fix
thing.
your lips
This
and
the
say you
thing,
didn't.
non-Christian. Hold on, non-Christian. Why are you trying to bully me, man? I'm saying, right? What we was doing had nothing to do with y'all. Y'all wasn't even in there. When y'all jumped in, y'all just jumped in the bullets, bro. Like
Okay,
we
well,
were
we
just
can't
out
talk
there
about the
having fun.
conversation from where it went.
Hold on. But
Where it
wait,
went.
bro. Why can't I finish? I'm
Okay, go
saying
ahead,
we
son.
was out there doing target practice, and y'all trying to run out in front of the target. And I'm saying, bro,
I was
y'all
amazed.
ain't supposed to do that, bro.
It amazed.
So did
And
we
then
run out?
and then
Gideon, question,
and
Gideon,
then
did we
y'all
run out
and
in
then
front of y'all shooting? Or did y'all turn y'all guns to the guys on the sideline and shoot at them? Which one?
I'll tell you.
you ran in front of the bullets, man.
No,
We was
Bro,
okay.
shooting. We was having fun,
I
yo.
just hope I'm waiting for somebody else to
you
jump
We
on.
was
seen
saying
the
hi to
We gonna
Adam.
targets.
clean this up. We gonna
No, we
clean
was.
this up.
Y'all seen the targets and then ran in front of the targets like
Yeah,
y'all
y'all
wanted
did.
to be the
That is
targets.
not how it
And I'm
happened.
like, bro.
Let's
I
get to it.
Then
specifically
y'all
said,
look,
I'm gonna repeat what I said too.
Yeah, you
y'all
made it
start
up.
hollering, hey, no, don't shoot.
Yeah, the head dog holler. That's what
We
happened.
read this. We read the text. Y'all was having a good time.
Right.
Look at how the
You
devil
wanted to read
lied.
the text.
Look at how the devil told the truth and God lied. God was the one deceiving them.
All right.
Hold up. How come they was like babies and they was walking around? Nobody knew they had clothes.
No, we only
What
did
did they
that.
eat? Did they eat an apple? Did they eat just regular old fruit? And who protected them from the tree? y'all was having the ball. I said, and this guy named Uncle, he jumped out the window. He said, where non-Christian Christian at? He said, what
I
say
did
ye
call you.
non-Christian Christian?
Right.
I said, here's what I say. I say that these people tell this story for many reasons. Besides what y'all are mentioning, they talking about how the woman is subservient to the man. They make sense. They call themselves making sense out of that. They call themselves making sense out of why a woman has pain during her childbirth.
When we
They
read
try to
it.
make, oh my goodness, it's right there, man. You try. Oh, you're a critical thinker. Don't even do that.
I
You
know.
being dirty.
Okay, let's read it. Ladies and gentlemen, look, this comes straight out the server. Y'all should be there. It was fun. They had me in tears, yo. Some people got, man, I know Sosa got out the thing was, man, I was like, how? Cedric was doing it. I was like, yo, for me, yo, I never, right? I'm saying, though, how do I make a mockery? They was like, they made the Bible sacred. I was like, huh? I never thought the Bible was sacred. Yo, last time I thought the Bible was sacred, I was like, damn, I ran out of top papers, smoking weed. I'm like, damn, I got no papers.
That man smoked the Bible. That's what you said in the last one. That was funny.
I said, yo, I need to roll some weed. I ain't had no paper. I'm like,
that man
all I
smoked
had
the
was the
Bible.
Bible. Yo, the Bible got that fine paper, right? I was like,
Talk
damn, I
about
better
taking
not
in
turn
the
the paper.
word.
I was like, nah, not. And I smoked, and that's when I realized it wasn't sacred no more. I was scared to roll it up. I was like, you know how you be scared to hey, don't sit that Bible right there, right? Yeah, yo, it's in our mind. They entrenched it. When in actuality, it's just a good piece of literature, right? And that's what it is. But the thought experiment that I was actually working on was to show even as atheists, right? We'll start making excuses. We'll make the thing sacred. Oh, don't talk about the people religion. But we talk about people religion all the time as atheists and non-believers, right? And nobody seems to care about the
Nobody said
African
don't
religions.
talk about it. Nobody said don't talk about it.
Now, I know, but I mean, like y'all making a mockery of it. So this is my thing, though.
See, so
No, this is my
that's why.
thing. This is my thing. No, this is my thing. I ain't gonna lie. This is my thing. My thing is nobody seems to care about us because religious people make a mockery of us all the time. How the hell can you not believe? Here's the mockery statement. I don't believe in God. So you don't believe in nothing? No, I said I don't believe in your stories and your God. That doesn't mean as a human being I don't have other beliefs. There's a far more other things to believe in, Joel, than just God in a particular religion, bro. But they make a mockery. They being funny when they say, "Oh, so you don't believe in nothing?" That's the mockery statement. Nobody steps up for the atheists, especially black ones. Nobody steps up and say, "Hey, man, you're making a mockery of the atheist." You know why? Because fundamentally, most people are afraid because it might just be a God, a Christian God that allowed people to come and get you out of Africa. It might just be that. People live in fear. See, I understand fundamentally why the whole God thing play on our heartstrings. Because human beings, at the end of the day, right, we like to have control. Listen to what I'm saying. We like to have control over everything. The fact that you just dying and that's it, that means you ain't got no goddamn control. But if you can believe in a story that allows you not to really die, right, and then meet all your people again on the other side, ain't that control? See, now I got control. See? And there's another thing. Life is hard, y'all. Trust me, life was harder for our ancestors. I'm talking about prior to slavery, Neolithic times, okay? Hunter-gatherer times, hard. You know what I'm saying? Although people could potentially live to 100 years or more, right? Most people didn't make it to that because of hard life. You break a bone, you're dead. You get an injury, you get bit by an animal. You ain't got no vaccines against rabies, you're dead. You get bit by a snake, you're dead. Right? You fall, you're dead. Your teeth rotting out, you can't eat, you're dead. No medicine to speak of. You had your herbs and your plants, right? If you got lucky, you was good. So life is hard. Life is hard now. You don't think life is hard to see all you, the older you get, the more death you see. You don't think it's hard to see all your comrades pass? And even if they all die a good death, they did, you can't talk to them. How you think I feel when my mother and father not around no more? Most of y'all have not experienced that. Some of you have experienced losing a parent, but not both of them. What kind of world is it where you can't even talk to your mother and father? What kind of world is it where you could potentially lose a kid and outlive your kids? My grandmother outlived her daughter. I seen the look in her eyes. I seen it. Right? When we was in the hospice and I'm sitting there with my mother and I see her, I'm looking in her eyes, yo, and I see she dropped some tears, yo. She seen one of her kids get buried, yo. How much pain is that, yo?
Right. I'm with you.
Right? So I fundamentally understand, Joel, why we hold on to it. Because it gives us some kind of control and comfortability that on the other side, no matter how broke we was on this side, yo, we're going to be rich when we get to the other side. No matter how much it hurt and the pain, we're going to see them again, bro. So I get it, man. And oh, by the way, nobody wants to die. Fundamentally speaking, we are wired not to want to die. That's why we do all we can to live. So I get it, bro.
Right.
I ain't tripping off that. Yeah, I ain't going to punch you out like that on that. You feel me? So I get it. But what can happen is you can't keep protecting them. Because if I choose not to believe, then I could just say it's literature, can't I? That's not mockery, really, is it? If I want to read the literature for myself, because I think the Bible is a good piece of literature, I should be able to do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's all I'm saying. But I swear, everybody, hold on, you mock, you doing too much. Yo, it's just a book, yo.
That's not why they said that. They said
They
that
wasn't a believer in the building, yo.
You made it a clown show. You made it a clown show
But
about
it
folks.
wasn't no believer. It was a reason why I made it, because y'all made it a clown show. Y'all start adding stuff to it. So every time you add stuff to it, we start throwing the logic on it. Well, how is it that, let's get into it. Here we go. We're going to go to Genesis chapter 2. All right. It's the fall. All right. Now, for me, I'm going to read this version right here. You can pick what version you want to read. You got the King James Version. You got the New King James Version. You got the New Living Translation. You got the New International Version, right? That's your witness joint. You got the English Standard Version. So let's just read the English. You got the New American Standard English Version. You got all that. So for today's class, let's just read the English Standard Version, the ESV. All right, plain English here. So what's going on here? I want to read it. I want to read what it's saying. I don't want to say what it's saying. I just want to read what it's saying. Praise the man.
Somebody mute Gideon.
Get Gideon out here. So I got two tabs right here, right beside each other. I got chapter 2 and I got chapter 3 side by side, because there's some things, we need to make sure we need to establish this, right? We don't want to care about, first of all, they totally marginalize women. I'm gonna let
Okay,
you know
I
that.
said that. I said
They
that.
do that. Like you're definitely second fiddle here. You're not even in, you got that. You got, look, you got, before you even made the animals, you got Adam made first. Adam predate all y'all. All the women, you in trouble because Adam is first. Okay.
There's a reason for that.
All right. Trust me, he predated everybody. He's not till you get down to a couple chapters later. I mean, a couple verses later, where he started making all the beasts in the field and all that. We're not interested in that. Y'all can figure it out for yourself. All right. Let me see. And then Adam get a chance to name everybody. So right here at Genesis 2:9, that out of the
Hey,
ground, the Lord God
let
formed
chill
every
up,
beast. Huh?
Let chill up. Let chill up while you read.
He ain't in here yet.
Oh, okay.
He coming? All right. All right.
And
Hold
keep an
on.
eye out for him while you read. Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep an eye on for him. All right. So right here, all right, when we come to chapter, I said Genesis 2:19, and it says, now out of the ground the Lord God had formed every beast of the field, every bird of the heavens, and brought them to man, right, to see what he would call them. And whatever the man called every living creature, it was its name, right? Goes on to say in 2:20, it says, the man gave names to all the livestock, the birds in the heavens, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam, there was not found a helper fit for him. Huh. See, Adam needed a helper, y'all. Watch this degradation of the woman. He says, so the Lord God caused the deep sleep fall upon man while he slept, and took one of the ribs and closed up its place with flesh. And the rib that the Lord God had taken from man, he made into a woman and brought her to the man. All right. 22 and 23. Let me see. Did Chill get up in there yet? Nope. Okay. It say the man said, this is at least bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. Shall be called a woman. So he named her that because she is taken out of man. Okay, we got that right. Okay. Now, goes on to say, therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. All right. All right. And the man and his wife were both naked, right? And were not ashamed. But I want to move up here a little bit right here. I just wanted to prove to y'all that a woman was made last. You already running last. Man is before you, the animals and the beasts is before you, the last thing. Okay, here we go. Now, this is the important part I need y'all to remember. Now, Lord God took man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and keep it. Meaning you ain't had to do nothing but just pick your food and eat. But you got to follow this first. Here's your first commandment. It says, the Lord God command the man, saying, you may surely eat of every tree of the garden, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat. For in the day, listen to it, for in the day that you eat of it, you shall surely die. And here's where all the problems start. Y'all hear that commandment? Y'all hear it, right? So God is actually saying, in the day that you eat that, you're going to die. All right? You're going to surely die. Don't say you might die. Don't say it's a spiritual death. You said you surely going to die. And you know we got ChatGPT on the side to help us out here. We're going to put that in there and see what's really going on. So there you go. So now you see this is where we at. So I'm reading what it's saying. I'm reading the words. I'm not adding nothing to it. I'm thinking at this point that if he eat from that particular tree, he's going to surely die. Is that the same thing you get from that, Joel?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Take him at his word.
Of course, that's not what y'all was saying, but yeah, I get that.
I'm
you
saying that.
Cleaned it up. You cleaned it up. So
Hey, you know what? I got another dagger, but I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I'm gonna leave you,
go ahead,
Joel.
throw your knife.
See. I'm gonna show you how peaceful I am, Joel, because I'm gonna leave this dagger right there in my pocket.
That means you up to something. If it's
Hey,
going down, let's get it over with.
hey, I'm gonna keep that.
Yo,
I'm gonna
son.
keep that dagger right in my pocket. Go ahead.
And the
Go ahead
Lord
and read.
God commanded, saying,
Oh, the God
You may
was.
surely eat of every tree of the garden, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil you should not eat. For in the day that you eat of it, you shall surely die.
Okay, see, we there. God popped up out of nowhere. See how he did that? Now let's move to this next one here.
Hear that
So
voice
this is
walking on the
one thing
water?
for sure. One thing for sure, bro. We heard him. Now watch this. Genesis chapter 3. Now the serpent was more crafty than any other beast of the field that the Lord God had made. He said to the woman, see, he go to the woman. Did God actually say you shall not eat of any tree in the garden? Question mark. And the woman said to the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees in the garden. See, she corrected him. Yeah, we can eat from the trees in the garden. But God said, you shall not eat of the fruit of the tree that is in the midst of the garden, neither shall you touch it, lest you die. See, she know what's going on. God say, man, don't eat that. But he actually told Adam, but Adam must have told her, man, we can't eat from that. Okay, you'll surely die. Now watch this. But the serpent said to the woman, you will not surely die. So right here we have a problem. We got the serpent saying you should not surely die, and we got God saying you should surely die. All right, we right there. Joel, are you there? You got that?
I'm with you. I'm walking.
Okay.
We walking right now.
We walking. All right. We ain't messing up. We walking with it. We ain't adding nothing to the words you're saying. Now y'all can get technicalities, what is really the spiritual and is really the, and we're gonna go into ChatGPT and watch how ChatGPT do it. Watch this. It's gonna give you, gonna start throwing the extra in it. Watch how we do it. Now watch this. So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food and that it was a delight to the eyes, and that the tree was to be desired to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. And she also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate. All right. Then the eyes of both were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves loincloth. Man, their eyes is open and say, oh, hell, we naked around here. They gain intelligence, right? From the tree of knowledge of good and evil, right? They start to understand where they at. It's clear. They say, and they heard the sound of the Lord walking in the garden in the cool of the day. First of all, the God of the bound universe is actually in the garden with him. He's not just in the garden, he's walking. Am I tripping, Joe? Is he not walking in the garden in the cool of the day? He can recognize temperature, right?
That's more like a float than a walk. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Float. Floating.
It's a moon.
Moon walking backwards, because that's God of the day. He say, and the man and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God amongst the trees. And the guys say, they obviously knew they could hide from him. But the Lord God called to man and said to him, where are you? So God couldn't find him. He didn't know where he was at. Where you at? And he said, I heard the sound of you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. He said, who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten of the tree of which I command you not to eat? Yeah, see, God said, oh man, they know. Wow. Wow.
Man, no, the signal must have dropped.
Just about sound like a white person when they enslaved. They be like, oh, they read something. They know now. But they know they can just leave and go up north. Who told them that? See that? So this particular God seems to want to keep you in a state of ignorance so he can command you. But I'm just saying that's just my point of view there. But watch this. Watch what the man do. The man said, the woman, he snitched on the woman right out the box. The woman said, not me, but he said, the man said, the woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me the fruit of the tree and I ate it. See that? Man, he did not hold her back right there, bro. Obviously, God's supposed to know all that, but I ain't gonna get into that, right? But he definitely told on them. The Lord God said to the serpent, because you have done this, and this is deep, cursed are you above all the livestock and above all the beasts of the field. On your belly you shall go, and the dust you shall eat all the days of your life. Genesis 3:15. I will put empathy between you and the woman. I'm put hate. That's what empathy is, between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel. All right. So that's why the devil hates you, because the God did that. Based off what you're saying, he put the empathy. So obviously it couldn't have been there at first, but now it is. Okay. He ain't gonna tell you no more stuff that's gonna help you out. Watch this. To the woman, he said, now watch this. You will surely multiply your pain and childbearing. In pain you shall bring forth children. So that's why y'all women got pain in childbirth, right? Because God did that. He said, you watch this. Your desire shall be contrary to your husband, but he shall rule over you. What's the word contrary mean? Watch this. Remember now, God did all this. I ain't making it up. The opposite in nature, direction, or meaning. Y'all gonna be in the opposite. Y'all gonna always be in a contradiction of each other. Who would do such a thing? But it's right there. I'm not making it up. I'm just reading it. So God said your desire should be, the way you desire, the way you see things gonna be different from your husband, right? But guess what? He shall rule over you. And Adam said, and to Adam he said, because you have listened to the voice of your wife, because you paid attention to that woman and she went and gave you that knowledge, you could determine good from evil. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's that you start to be logical, right? And have eaten of the tree of which I commanded you, you shall eat of it. Cursed is the ground because of you. In pain, you shall eat of it all the days of your life. Meaning now you ain't just getting free food from the garden. You got to plant your food, bro. Point blank, you got to work to get your food. It say thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for you, and you shall eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your face you shall eat bread till you return to the ground, for out of it you were taken, for you are dust, and to the dust you shall return. Man, it say the man called his wife named Eve, because she was the mother of all living. I can't tell, because she was definitely made last. But what I know, okay, goes on to say, and the Lord God made for Adam and for his wife a garment of skins and clothes. So he made the clothes for him, right? This is my favorite part of the Bible right here, right? My favorite thing.
Then the Lord God said, Behold, man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. Now lest he reach out his hand and take also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever.
Man, that's my favorite line there. But remember back up here, remember I told y'all, remember what Satan said? Joe, what did Satan say?
Say that again.
Remember when I said that the serpent, not Satan, but the serpent said, man, if you eat from that, you're not gonna die, you're gonna be as gods.
Right. Your eyes gonna be open, and you'll be God know. Basically telling her that God know he gonna be his gods.
Hold
You gonna
on.
be like him or something like that.
Hold
So
on. It's
basically,
right
he's
here.
trying to tell her, yo, God know that you gonna be like him. That's why he don't want you to eat that shit.
It's right here. For God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be open and you will be like God, knowing good from evil. Huh? Goodness gracious. Let's move down here. And it says, and behold, the man has become like one of us, knowing good from evil.
Hold on, you got to do it like Reggie.
Behold.
The man has become like one of us, knowing good from evil. Now lest he reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat and live forever.
Yeah, see, then they're gonna throw you out the garden and put some cherubims at the entrance. So who actually told the truth? For sure they didn't die, because if they was dead, you would have no need to put them out the garden, because they supposed to have been dead by now. Because they ate it, they should have died. They didn't. As a matter of fact, they could have still ate from the tree of everlasting life. After they ate
and
of the
then
tree
live
of good and
forever
evil,
and still live forever.
it ain't right there and still live forever. How is this possible? So my thing is, who's telling the truth? Just by the simple reading of it, of this literature. If you had no idea about what the Bible was, and you was a tribe come from the Amazon, they taught you English, they said, here go a book, read the daggone book, and you learn how to take notes, you would say, man, this character right here said they was going to die. This character right here said they wasn't. That's all I'm saying. Would you like to add something to that, Mr. Joel? We got Chalimbe.
Yes.
Pseudo Killer Official is in the building. What's going on, brother?
To add something. Go ahead, Chill. You want to say something?
What's up, brother? What's up? What's up? What's going on?
What's up, brother?
Great
Chill?
show. How you doing, brother? Chill.
I'm all right.
Glad to have you. Glad to have you.
How's everybody doing?
Have fun after the two
What's up?
rigorous days of argument. I don't know how. A bunch of non-believers. It was the most incredible thing. That was funny.
I only got 3 quick questions
All right, go ahead.
and 1 small statement after the 3 questions.
All right.
Just so everyone can understand
Mhm.
what I'm actually saying, because I think there's some mischaracterizations going on around this part. Some funny money, like the old fiends who used to ball up the money and fake like it's 2 5s and it's a $1 bill. I think that's what I see going on. Some flim-flam.
Mm-mm.
That's what I'm hearing right now, bro.
Go ahead. What'd you say? What'd you say?
So my thing is this. I think that the approach is the approach because it's so intimately connected to our history,
Yes.
right? And that I think at times we don't see it that way, but it has influenced even the way we present the arguments.
Mhm.
The pyramid text is a religious text. And we have no problem with separating that when we discuss the conversation about Egypt. There's a group that says Egypt is black, and the argument about that is we're using our modern contexts to it, and that is not historically accurate. We got to use the historical context for that religious device. But when it comes to Christianity, especially in America, we seem to throw that out the window. And we just read it like a regular old text, like it's supposed to make sense, right? I don't think anyone believes Osiris was real, and their creation story really happened. Though we do have some folks who try to attempt to play it, but again, we don't accept that, right? And so I think the reason why we treat Christianity and Abrahamic faiths the way we do is solely because it's so intimately tied to our history, and that it was used as a justification for many of the crimes against humanity that was committed against us.
Okay.
And I'm not denying that. I'm saying that as people who will critique other folks on these principles, we should use the same thing, despite the fact that it has impacted us so much. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. But it was an experiment for me to see how everybody would actually take it. I wasn't throwing in a theological perspective. I wasn't throwing in a cultural context. All that was known. I was simply saying, let's read and see what it really is. Y'all start throwing that in there, right? So I agree. If you should, but nobody actually does that though. Not our grandmothers. Not nobody actually do it, yo. Nobody who really doing that. Nobody.
So are you suggesting then that means that we have to do it the way our grandparents did it, or shouldn't we do it differently because we know better?
Thank you.
I'm suggesting that if you read the story for what it is, right? It's a wild story. No matter what context you put into, because this is the thing about religion, though. There is no one way to read that.
So is men standing on the Nile River doing this thing at the corner of the Nile River. That's wild too. That's the point he's making.
I'm not actually disagreeing with what you're saying. I actually agree with you. I think all of it is wild, but all of it is equally wild. That's my point. I don't have any more wildness for that than I do for any other religious text. It makes no never mind to me. I'm not in agreement with that. I think that there are some points that you can see in it, but you can see stuff from watching Spider-Man. It's all about how you feel about it, right?
Right, correct.
You got stories from, like I think I was telling Gideon, I said, we have no problem with separate. I don't think people, Thor, we watched the Marvel movies with Odin and Thor and Loki. All those were religious characters in somebody's historical past.
Correct.
Right? We don't go back and call those people names. We just say that's what they believed at the time because blah, 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 blah. I think everybody deserves that right.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, that was my point. Don't add no spin and no fluff to it.
So you see saying read it. That's all.
Huh? I'm saying I'm saying that when I watch Spider-Man or when I read about Thor and Loki, I'm not looking for logical. I'm not looking for it to be logical. Why would it be? Right? I'm not. When I watch Spider-Man Far From Home, I'm not looking for it to match with astrophysics. That's not what it's there for me. And as people who hold to this thing, we don't hold any of that to be accurately true. We think it's just people making up stories about their current environment. Right?
Yes, chill. We do that understand, but not all the believers do that now. And I beg to differ. I like to say most believers believe that story to be true.
Yeah,
like it's some factual stuff. So when we go talking about it, it's not that we're saying that it indeed is factual. We understand. And I'm saying, if I'm going to take you that believe this stuff to be literal, right? Then this is what it sounds like, literally.
Well, I think
that's
that,
a good point right there, bro.
I think that that's valid in certain regards, but what I'm saying in light of that is, right, I don't expect my 10-year-old son to have the same respect for science that my 19-year-old son would, because his brain isn't developed for that. So what I'm saying is, you already know that there are aspects to humans to believe, right? And that it is difficult for us to not fall into that trap. And I think that we ought to hold that to be relevant in our experiences, right? So I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about, I think we should have dialogue about the negative effects of religion, especially on the development of the human brain. But I think we also should talk about why these things may have come about through multiple networks within the brain in an evolutionary way. And so if we truly believe that we evolved, it may not be we evolved from the point of religion, but we definitely evolved to believe. So what you're really arguing is that humanity should have the ability to not believe. And I just don't agree with that. I think that majority of people will be believers just because it takes a different type of experience in mind to be in a culture where everyone believes and then not believe.
That's true. And then there's also the fact that the level that we understand the brain, most regular folks don't even understand that. So beyond understanding what the religion is, most people don't understand the brain, Marcus. Like you do. Not I'm even gonna say we do, like you do. So while I do get your point and you do make an excellent point, I feel like all the pieces have their place. You feel me? And like I'm not with the, like I said, like when we kicking it and we having fun and jokes, it's not about bashing folks.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm cool with that. I wasn't really saying about the joking part. There's some degree y'all did get a little carried away from my perspective, but again,
we talking to atheists though, but we ain't talking to a group of Christians, so I don't get that.
Yeah, but all atheists don't hold that view, and I put it in there.
No. You actually talked about two separate things. And let me rewind a little bit. I fundamentally disagree with you. You made the same fundamental mistake that believers do. Just because I don't believe in God don't mean I don't have beliefs. See? And that's real. I'm gonna say this again. Just because I don't believe in God don't mean I don't have beliefs. That's crazy to think because I don't believe in God, all of a sudden I don't believe in nothing.
I didn't really say that though.
Yeah, you did. You said that because in the conversation, what was stated was we should understand that, based off evolutionary process, that we
That
believe
humans believe.
that humans believe. Correct. But we talking about religion. It ain't fundamental that humans believe in religion. As a matter of fact, religion actually co-opted that evolutionary process.
And I agree, but
Okay.
just even what you said, right? It co-opted a process within the brain that is very hard to change.
I agree.
Right. So I'm saying just like if a person is depressed. I hate to use these type of terms, but let's say a person is manically depressed.
Okay.
Right. Without some type of intervention, they're manically depressed. That intervention is either medicine or some means with which science steps in and creates a new or adjusts that so they can at least function to some degree. That's my point. So when you say that something is co-opted, that means that there's a fundamental part of the brain that is now being manipulated or misused, and by a cultural development, which we call religion. That's not an easy thing to break. It's not by mistake that if you're born in an Islamic country, majority of people are going to be Muslim. That's not a mistake. Like that's a fundamental part of the humanity and culture and our inabilities to actually go against what cultural developments are. That doesn't mean everybody can't do it. It's just very difficult for people.
And that we do. Yeah,
and that's all I'm saying.
And that we do understand.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I mean, you just got to be honest about it. Like,
so getting into the show part of it, we definitely get more serious and deal with it as such. You know what I'm saying? And I think you have a great point, Marcus, that we should actually take into light cultural aspects of the religion.
Well,
but like I said yesterday, I'm saying, like, and I get your point, like you don't read the story of Odin and
yeah, I mean, to me, it's
talking
just
about Genesis,
right? To me,
so
I think
so there's a lot of, and I'm gonna say this: I've read Genesis, well, the first 4 chapters so many damn times it's just ridiculous. Like, it's really ridiculous how many times I've read that thing. Like, really ridiculous. Like, it's crazy. But I'm gonna say this: it's very open to interpretation. Very, very open.
It is, though. Hold on. And that's my point. There is no one way to read that text. Most of our parents believed, right, that was what it was. That God reached down out the ground and blew in life. And so you saying they didn't believe that? Most people believe that Jesus died and rose from the dead, bro, because it's fundamental to Christianity.
I wholeheartedly agree. Now, my question to you is, do you hold that same vehemently pointed stance for all religions?
All of them. All religions.
Okay.
That there is no one way to interpret that. Religion, there's no one way to interpret that. Now, as for the Egyptian text, when people say that human beings, they're not even saying it's a religious text. They're saying to be interpreted any way you want. They're saying that those people named their land, the land of the black people. I was kind of saving that though, Marcus. And whether they read that in the pyramid text, and I don't know what text they read that in, but they're saying that those people actually said that. And they're not telling us, well, you know, it's really a religious text, and they ain't saying that, bro. Come on, man. They ain't saying that.
So they saying that these people are black people, but they're saying it from a modern lens, right?
They said they literally called themselves that, though.
Right, but what are you using to say they wouldn't do that?
What you mean? I'm saying that they're saying that they actually said that. And they're not letting us know, it's just a religious belief. They don't say that. They're saying that people that walked around that from 3,500 BCE actually called themselves black people, yo. And that's fooling. That's different from the Bible when you say this, the serpent, you know what I'm saying, that actually says something. That's two separate things right there, yo. Come on, man.
So let me ask you this. How do you know they're wrong?
Hey, Uncle, let's source up.
Because it's out of cultural context.
What'd you say?
I got him. I ain't in the house yet. I'll be there in 2 minutes. I'm gonna let him up. Huh?
How do you?
Because of the cultural context that we. Because of the cultural context that we understand that to be the reality of it.
That's all I said.
Because nobody said no. Hold on, because nobody said that before colonialism. It ain't got nothing to do with the Bible, bro. The Bible is a whole. No, man.
What's the difference?
See, because that's not because nobody is teaching our families that. They don't even know that. But once you tell a family member that, bro, that's not really what it is, you get a whole argument, bro. It's an argument if you say, hey, you know what? That's not a literal story. That Jesus didn't really walk on water. He didn't really die and come back to life. What? But see, that's the fundamental belief in Christianity. You got to believe that he's Lord and died and came for your sins, bro. You can't even be a Christian then. So you're really saying that I'm expecting people not to be a Christian? Because if I say, yo, that's just a parable that he died and came back to life, that's what you're asking me to do.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
It sounds like
it. Only thing I'm saying is the same way you was able to say the reason why Smash and all of them is wrong is because they're taking it out of its historical context. It's to apply that same rule to all religions. The only reason why you don't do it,
let's apply it then.
The only reason why you don't do it is because it has a personal impact.
You. Nope, let's apply it then.
That's what I said in the Discord.
Okay, then Jesus didn't die on the cross then.
Because it's not literal. None of that.
It's not literal.
I don't believe none of that.
It's not literal though.
Let's
saying apply it.
No,
you get it? You get my point? I want to do just what you said. And we right back to where I was at then.
I don't think so, but I got it.
You got it though, right? If we apply what you're trying to say, which is two separate things, one is anthropology and one is religion. Two separate fields of study, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. So when I
was up for
interpretation.
Go ahead.
When I was in the Discord, I said there is a field called social anthropology that discusses this very thing. So I said, well, we pseudo killers. Why not use what science is using to analyze the text? You saying no, don't do that. Let's just keep it with the religion. And I said, okay, that's how you feel. That's fine.
No, what I said was Christians don't listen to their theologians, and they take the story literal.
But
no
you're not a Christian though. But you're not a Christian,
right? So I can read, but I can just read the literature. And my thought experiment was simple. Look, we don't know nothing about God or none of that. We just learned English. We're just gonna read the story for ourselves. What does it actually say? I never threw the rest of the stuff in there. See, y'all had to get away from admitting that actually the serpent was saying something different than God, that he actually told the truth in that sense, right? To get away from that, then y'all start throwing in the extra. That's how it happened.
No,
oh man,
no,
you gotta use
no one
the
denied
theologian interpretation. Yes, y'all did.
No, it came to when you
So let me,
said
all right, so let me hear y'all say
There
it.
you go. Oh,
Let me,
and see,
hold
that's
on.
why I stayed quiet, so
hold
he
on.
could say the same thing I said.
Hold
He wouldn't even know it.
No, hold on. So based off of just reading it just like that, did God lie?
Say that again.
I said based off of just reading it regular without all the cultural context on
No.
it, did God lie?
No.
If you just read it straight in the English language,
right,
like
I did.
what you saying, like what you saying, yeah, but you would be wrong in interpreting that way.
All right, okay. How? But see, that's the thing about religion. How can I be wrong? There is no set way of doing it in religion because it's called religion.
That's not true. If you pull that text back up, put it on the screen. If you go back to your blue letter Bible and put that text on the screen, I'll show you what to click on to show you what they translated it from. There's a whole lot of words in there that wasn't there when it was originally written.
So
they added words to it to help you to understand the text. I dare you to pull it back up. I'm afraid you know.
I don't want to argue religion because I don't want to. You bring it up. I don't want to argue religion because I'm not religious.
I'm going to get in the house too.
Yeah, I don't want to argue religion because I'm not religious. I really don't care about that point. I don't care what the theologians say. I don't give a rat's behind about none of that. I only care about keeping it in its cultural context in the basis of social anthropology. That's it. And I'm saying we can do that efficiently. I think we have the intelligence, the skills, the brains, and the resources to actually hold an intelligent conversation without getting bogged down with religious theology and stuff like that. I think it's efficient. Now, Social Security come up here. Now, like I said, y'all all got a right to approach it any way y'all want. But what I'm going to do is once I get in the house, I'm going to read this first paragraph of what new atheism is. And then I'm going to leave it alone because I'm saying.
That was my argument, though. There's a spectrum in atheism, though, bro. You went to two extremes.
No, I
not
agree
just
with
one.
You.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is when you say, like, I'm doing this because this is what atheism is, I don't agree with that.
Hold on. I said what? No, I said what? What'd you say? I didn't say that. I didn't say that's what atheism is.
You weren't the only one arguing, though.
Huh?
You wasn't the only one arguing, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't never said. Yeah, Cedric the one
right.
ain't show up.
So,
yeah, I ain't never said that.
So I don't agree with new atheism and their approach to how they talk about religion. Mm-hmm. I got that right.
No, that what?
New atheism.
That look good right there, bro. Yeah, I get you. Hold on, let me let Sos in. Hold on. Yeah, but you keep making a point. I just ain't said nothing. You say that there's the 4 horsemen, right? And then there's another, but the other thing you explain that. That has nothing to do with me just getting that book and reading that book for what it is, yo.
It do
because there is no consensus on that, though, yo. There's no real consensus on that.
So I'm gonna read part of the definition.
Now.
Right. So it's a new atheism advocates the view that superstition, religion, and irrationalism should not be tolerated. Instead, they advocate for anti-theist view that various forms of theism should be criticized, countered, examined, and challenged by rational arguments, especially when it exerts strong influence on broader social society, such as government, education, and politics. Right? So it's like a secular fundamentalist. So that's what new atheism is. Atheism has always been critical to a degree of religious beliefs, but we never took the scientific method and overridden it on top of people's belief in fraudulent mythology stories.
But who did that though?
The four horsemen, the people I'm talking about. That's what I'm
Yeah,
telling
that's
you.
them. But I'm talking about we was having a discussion in the server
And
with
we went to
non-believers.
no, but we went into that direction. You don't recognize what's I don't understand it. Like
I didn't go in that. Wait, what the if you ain't got no Christians amongst you, how is you bashing somebody?
We
Look,
do
Sosa
that.
says,
I hate to be the bearer of bad news on, but everybody in the Discord ain't atheists.
so who the Christians?
We got a couple of them in there.
Why, they keeping they quiet. They ain't saying it.
No,
they who?
Dude, man, it's in my name, man.
I want to say something here.
Even
I want to
if
say
they
hold
are,
on.
if they
right
are
quick,
Christian
right?
or whatever, that's they.
So what?
Are we
That's
saying
personal.
that
They shouldn't have to tell you. They shouldn't have to tell you whether they're Christian or not.
we
That's
ain't?
personal.
Okay, so then hold
Their
on.
Never
business.
mind.
Like don't
Fuck it.
even
Never mind.
don't do
Man,
that.
this is not gonna never
Don't do
happen
that.
though. I'm
Go ahead,
never
go ahead.
not going. That don't even make no sense. That's like the crazy shit that Hassan tried to push. But I don't ever see nobody taking up for African religions though. See, that's the part I don't appreciate right there. Nobody cares about African spirituality. We can don't bash Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. It's a price to pay for that. But y'all can talk crazy about the Dogon. Y'all can talk crazy about the cookie
Nobody
dough
does
and the
that.
Bantunes. I ain't seen none of y'all step up for that though. That's
Nobody
why I
does
find
that.
it funny.
It's crazy because you was talking crazy about them, dude. I ain't say nothing crazy about them, dude.
Yes,
I
you
don't.
did. You talked
You,
about the Dogon and how they
Oh,
ain't
this
see the
man.
star. You talked about their religion. What you
no,
mean?
I
I
didn't
ain't
talk
talking more
about that
crazy than anybody
religion. I
else.
said they couldn't use a star. You start talking about
How
they
you
ain't had
gonna
no
say?
shoes, and if they gonna have they need
No,
idea with
but
no
you
shoes. Like
you
that's
still
you said derogatory
said,
things
but
about
their
them, bro.
religion say they could see it though.
No, I said and I said based on what we know about science, we know they couldn't do that. But that's not me
Same
saying
thing.
anything
It is.
derogatory about their religion, bro.
You saying it? You saying that their God was wrong? That their God made it up, bro? Because their God brought it to them.
All right,
So
okay.
you basically
If
saying that
you
their
use
God
that,
don't know what he talking about.
then that's what it takes to install the religion, and you got me, bro. I'm not gonna argue
Thank
that,
you,
man.
bro.
I'm
Appreciate
not gonna
that.
argue that.
Appreciate
I thought you
it.
talk about the level of disrespect,
No, and
disrespecting
now the
somebody, but
level is it.
that's different, bro.
But so
Nobody's saying you have to agree with every religious argument because you're not a Christian. Why would you agree with all types of different religions? If you would have different views on everything.
so
It's
this
not the
is
same. That
interesting.
don't make no sense. But I'm saying,
You
getting
know,
back to the original conversation, though,
yeah, you know all I
like
did was read a book though. Did y'all deem to be sacred? The book,
I
the
didn't deem
book
it to
is
be
the book.
sacred. I didn't deem
Oh
it to be
well,
sacred.
so then what was the issue?
It's sacred to Christians. Like, why would I deem it to be sacred?
Oh, so can I read the book for what it is? So I'm gonna ask you, Sosa.
Sacred is
Hold
subjective.
on. Hey, Sosa, did the serpent tell the truth and God lied in that particular
I
two
already
chapters?
told you.
What you
No, the
say?
serpent. No, God did
See,
not
he
lie.
said no. See, there you have it. All
Yeah.
right, I
So
appreciate you.
here's
So
where we are.
this what it really kicked off at Joe Chilembe. So
Either
Chilembe
hold
say
on, but
yeah,
listen.
and Joe say yeah, and you say no. So there you go.
That's they can have an opinion. I'm not
Okay,
knocking them for
all
having
right,
their
there you
opinion.
go. All
But
right,
here's a caveat. Either the writers of the Bible were idiots and made a mistake and not realize that after centuries still, and because there's text that were put in and taken out and they still left it in not knowing that, and you just figured it out. Y'all just got that, or that was not the intent, bro. Well, we talked about the word in the day. I'm saying
Nah,
we
you
said
lost
God
that
said
one,
you
bro.
would die in the day. I'm
You
saying, and
lost
that's
that.
that's where the confusion comes at.
It's not actually
Like the
confusion.
devil lied because he tricked them out of the chance, out of the opportunity for immortality.
All right.
That's what
Do
I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna come to Chat GBT
so
and see
so
what it
so I
because
says.
want to know this, yo.
You can't say God lied if the end result is that they did
Okay.
die.
All right, let's see. They didn't die though. Hold on. We're gonna read this.
Hold
They
on,
I
didn't
yeah,
love
die.
go
this.
ahead.
I
But
love
wait,
this.
before you
Y'all
go
just say
into
they
reading
didn't
it,
die.
No,
so
they
hold on,
actually didn't
hold
Adam
die,
and
on.
Eve
bro.
Before you,
died.
You gonna
Adam
find
and Eve
out.
died.
So do we listen to Chat GBT or we don't? What do we do? What are we doing?
Put it in Chat GPT.
hold
Okay,
on.
all right.
Yeah, we Cedric did. Hold on. I
No,
want to
I'm
ask
telling
this
what
question.
I did.
Yeah, put it in Chat GPT.
Do the
Okay.
Christians fundamentally believe in creation ex nihilo?
Yes, from the
Yeah, of course they do.
yes.
Okay. And that's how it's written in the Bible, correct?
Okay.
So what stops them from believing all the other shit?
So this is a different question from the other stuff. So what is your point for this one? We was talking about God lying, then you went to ex nihilo. Like Like, well, I don't know where we at. I'm confused. I'm confused where we going with this.
No, Uncle's talking about God lying. I asked that question.
Yeah, I mean, why would they're religious? Yeah, they're religious. Of course they would believe.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
So
So
everybody I know believed it though. Sosa,
you
the first person that didn't say that. You the first one that I ever heard, and my family members to say that. None of my family members they actually thought that. No, hold on. Just for the record, hold on. Just for the record, though, Sosa, my family members think that God reached down and grabbed some damn dirt and made man and woman, yo. My family think that God took a rib of man and made it. My family, I don't know about your family. Your family was all into the technical shit.
Yeah, most people.
Okay, not my damn family. So don't get mad at me if I read it the way my family read it.
Let's
my
talk about whether
issue is
whether God lied or not. Let's so
okay, all right. I'm just trying to let you know. So I'm reading it literally though.
But I'm saying instead of asking ChatGPT that,
this is what I
why not just ask it simply in that verse? Did God lie or did the serpent?
That's something you could do.
You're making him
that. I did it the way I wanted. No, I did it the way I wanted to do it. So then you can go back and do it the way you want to do it. So let's just get to it. So in Genesis 3:4, did the serpent say, you will not die? And in Genesis 3:3, God said you will die, right? Now, Genesis 3:3-4, the dialogue between God, the serpent, and Eve touches on the sequences of eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Here's how the verses play out. 3:3. God's instruction to Adam and Eve. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, you shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest you will die. Okay? Here's the sequences of eating from this tree is indeed stated as death. Right. Now, they're going to tell you that it don't mean death, mean the spirit. That's fine, but that is disputed and debated. Some people say it's death right there. Some people say it's not. Just for the record, there is no consensus on that.
They say what now? Where'd you get that from? They say what now?
Right here. It say here in the sequences of eating from this tree is indeed stated as death. Okay, next point. Right. Genesis 3:4.
So what do they mean?
Let me finish.
Right,
it says the serpent, however, contradicts this warning by saying to Eve, ye shall not surely die. The serpent word suggests that God's warning is either misleading or untrue. See? In which introduces doubt and temptation for Eve.
Okay.
All right.
That doesn't, yeah. So
okay. It said the exchange is the classic example of direct contradictions in the Bible narrative. God's clear instruction and warning about death versus the serpent assurance of no immediate death, which ultimately leads to humanity's disobedience. Okay.
Yeah,
so me thinking.
So that doesn't prove your point.
No, we're just getting started though. I just want everybody to. I want to clear the air. Okay. After they ate from the tree of good and evil, did Adam and Eve die? After Adam and Eve ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, they did not die immediately in the physical sense. Watch this. However, there are few interpretations of what death. Hold on, bro. You don't gotta speak up. We watch. However, there are few interpretations of what death meant in this context, and this is what Sosa trying to say. See, I'm weeding all this out here. Watch this. Spiritual death. Many scholars believe that the death that God spoke of was spiritual, meaning a separation from God's presence, right? And a loss of their original innocence and relationship with him. It say by disobeying God, Adam and Eve became aware of their nakedness, felt shame, and were substantially expelled from the Garden of Eden. This marked a form of spiritual death or separation from God. You agree to that, right? So that's what you think it is, right, Sosa?
Just keep reading.
Okay. Morality and physical death. Another interpretation is that before this event, Adam and Eve had a potential for eternal life. However, after eating the fruit, they became mortal. Though they didn't die immediately, they became subject to eventually physical death. This is evident in Genesis 3:19, where God tells Adam, from the dust you are, and to the dust you shall return. Loss of immortality. It says by eating from this tree, they were denied access to the tree of life, which could have sustained their immortality. Genesis 3:22-24. Being banished from Eden meant they would age and eventually die, emphasizing that the disobedience brought mortality into the human experience. Thus, while they did not die instantly, the consequences of death unfolded both in the separation from God and their eternal physical mortality. So that's the cultural context y'all asking for, right? Now watch this. So in fact, the serpent told the truth. See, I did ask that, Sosa. Watch this. In a certain sense, yes. The serpent statement in Genesis 3:4, you will not surely die, did have the potential truth to it.
Partial.
Partial truth to it, depending on how one interprets death. See what I'm saying? It depends on, so I decide to interpret it as death. I have that right. Just like any theologian has the right to do it, because that's what theologians do. Watch
That's
this.
misleading.
That's not misleading, bro. Hold on. Look, it's depending on what religion. I'm gonna start a religion called the Buddha Boot religion, and we say they died to God. All I gotta do is get 5 people with me. Then it didn't. Then it blow up to 10,000 people. Come on, bro. Jesus Christ is in America, according to the Mormons. You know how many people Mormon church got? And you know daggone well Jesus wasn't in them, but they got it though, right? No more different than what I'm saying. Immediate physical death. The serpent's claim was accurate in that Adam and Eve did not experience immediate physical death upon eating the fruit. They continued to live for many years afterwards, consequences of death and mortality. However, while they did not die instantly, they did become subject to mortality, aging, and eventually physical death, which was not part of their existence before. It say by being banished from Eden and the tree of life, they effectively lost access to the eternal life, which can be seen as indirect consequences leading to death, spiritual consequences. The serpent statement did not address the spiritual consequences of disobedience. Adam and Eve experienced profound separation from God, spiritual death, and entanglement. Yeah, that's it. Estrangement, and were expelled from close relationship they once had with him. So ain't nobody got a close relationship with God. That's what they basically saying, right? They tried to show us how I ain't gonna get it. Watch this. So while the serpent words held an element of truth in that they did not immediately die physically, right? The deception lay in its omission of full consequences of their disobedience, which included spiritual separation, loss of eternal life, and eventually mortality. Now watch this. If Adam and Eve could have gotten to the tree of everlasting life, would they have lived forever? This is important. The answer is yes. Yes, according to Genesis, if Adam and Eve had access to the tree of life, they could have lived forever. After they ate from the tree of knowledge and good and evil, God stated in Genesis, and the Lord God said, behold, the man has become one of us to know good from evil, and know lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever. Following this statement, God banished Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden, right, to prevent them, from accessing the tree of life. It say the implication is that had they been able to eat from the tree of life, they would have gained immortality despite their disobedience. By removing them from the garden, and guarding the tree of life with cherubims and flaming swords, God ensured that they could not have access to eternal life, thus sealing their mortality. It says this separation from the tree of life introduced human beings to the concept of finite lifespan. So if God, so it was God, not the fact that God claimed they would die, but the fact that they could not get to the tree of everlasting life. Yes, it appears that mortality was not an automatic consequence of eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, but rather as a result of their subsequent banishment from the garden, which prevented Adam and Eve from accessing the tree of life. This removal effectively ensured they would experience aging and physical death. While God stated they would surely die if they ate from the tree of knowledge, the death they faced was more a result of their inability, just like I said, to access the tree of life afterwards. By eating from the tree of knowledge, they gained awareness of good and evil, leading to consequences beyond physical mortality, including the separation from God's spiritual estrangement and exile from the divine presence of Eden. This interpretation suggests that while the act of obedience introduced the moral and rational consequences, it was the separation from the tree of life, okay, specifically that ensured they would not live forever. See what I'm saying? So what? Okay, we already did what the Christians is. That's my point, though, Sosa. That's my point. That at the end of the daggone day, right? God was just wrong. Because if they could have got around that and got to that tree, bro, they was gonna live forever. That was my only point, bro. So, what say you, Sosa?
Yeah, man. All right, let me share my screen.
All right, go ahead. All right, go ahead. Did you hit? Did you get that though? Did it make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I read it yesterday. So
you read that.
All right. So listen. So right. So we're looking at ancient texts, and we look. So it says in the story in Genesis where God warns about eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil has been the subject of much discussion and interpretation. While it may appear at first glance that God's warning was not fulfilled immediately, there are several important points to consider. Understanding the warning. In Genesis 2:17, God tells Adam, "But you must not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, for on that day you eat from it, you will certainly die." The Hebrew phrase used here is mat tamut, which can be translated as "dying you shall die" or "surely die." The phrasing suggests a process of death beginning rather than an instantaneous event. So here you got the interpretation of death. There are multiple ways to interpret death. You already read the whole God, the Spirit, so I'm not going to go back over that whole thing, cover that part. So consistency with the biblical language. It's important to note that similar phrasing is used elsewhere in the Bible without implying immediate death, right? So when you're looking at these type of texts, right, and you're drawing context from the ancient writings, just like when you do the metanoia and they're looking for context, they try to find similarities to get the context of these terms, these ancient words. So it says, for example, in 1 Kings 2:37, Solomon warned Shammai that he will surely die if he leaves Jerusalem. But this doesn't mean instant death. So it says God's mercy in place. So it said that the delaying of physical death can also be seen as an act of God's mercy, allowing time for his plan of redemption to unfold. This interpretation aligns with the broader biblical narrative of God's grace and long-term plan for humanity. So given these considerations, it would be inaccurate to say that God lied. The warning was fulfilled, though perhaps not in the immediate literal way that the surface reading might suggest. The consequences of Adam and Eve's action were profound and far-reaching, including spiritual death, then the beginning of a physical decay, and eventually physical death. This understanding aligns with the broader biblical narrative and theological interpretations of the fall of humanity. That's what I'm saying.
I don't disagree with that, but who knows that though?
That's what I'm
what
saying.
person
It's like
reading the Bible know that?
That's what I'm saying. This is why the conversation goes back and forth, because we're talking about you don't want to use the experts. You want to just say, I want to look at how I'm reading it. Because when we try to get the theologians and the philologists' point of view, or the people that actually do the textual critique, you go, I want to just read it like I'm reading it, see, because most Christians don't know how. And then you go to that route. But then we go to ChatGPT. So we either going to go by what the experts say and see what they're saying because they study the text, or we gonna just look at it and just figure out how we interpret how we want to do it.
No, now if you ask me what would the theologians say, I would say it's up for interpretation. There's no one way to interpret
it. But that's what the damn thing said. It's up for interpretation. Ain't no part of it said it was a damn consensus, bro.
Show me the theologians or experts that's saying God lied.
Show me the consensus that's what it is.
It says different interpretations, yo.
Show me the consensus that it's a spiritual death, bro.
It don't have to be. That's what I'm saying, bro. It don't. The consensus. I'm not arguing. The consensus.
Are you gonna tell us that we can't read it like that, Sosa?
I'm not arguing. Are you listening to what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah,
I'm not arguing whether or not you think it's a spiritual death or not. What I'm saying is this: Go get the theologians that back your claim that God lied. Let's examine them.
We just read it. It's Jesse didn't tell the truth.
That's ChatGPT.
Didn't that man just read that shit?
Yeah, I just read it.
All right, bro.
Get it. This who was it sourcing from? Like, I don't know what that is.
So we did. So what about
because
the Book of Mormon?
the debate is not that. See, the debate is not. The debate is you're debating whether because he didn't die. It's a lie to what y'all proceeded because he didn't die instantly. That's why y'all arguing it's a lie.
No,
Right.
Because they died.
No.
That's
Yeah,
not right.
that is exactly what y'all.
Hold on,
bro. Don't
Gideon,
tell me what I'm saying, bro. I'm gonna tell you what I'm saying.
What makes God a liar? What makes God a liar?
Hold on, bro. Oh my God. Can I speak, bro? Can I speak? And let me tell you what I'm saying. I'm saying how the shit's written. I don't give a fuck about nobody belief, bro. I'm telling you, this is how it's written. Now, is it my fault they wrote it like that? Hell no.
You're not even answering the question.
I'm telling you what I am saying.
What about the statement that you rephrase it makes the lie, bro? That's what I want to know. I don't want to know if who believes it. I don't care.
Is how can I speak? What makes the lie is how it's written, Sosa. How it's written in the English.
What about it, bro?
Bro, can I fucking speak, bro? I'm saying I don't know what it's written from, how it is written in the original language. I'm talking about the shit I'm reading right now. This is what it's saying, bro. And if I'm reading it like that, the shit's saying the nigga lied, bro. Right, that's what I read.
Right. Do you realize that you realize that you didn't answer the question I'm asking you, bro?
You asked me where the lie was. When God said, in the day you eat this fruit, you shall surely die. In the day. Not
So Joel, isn't
that
the same thing we just said, bro?
To go back to the
isn't that the same thing I just said before we started?
You just asked me what makes the lie, and I'm telling you.
I said it. I already said that. That's what I just said. That.
Go back to the Blue Letter Bible.
Okay, so why are you asking me?
They talking. Go back to the Blue Letter Bible.
Because you said you said that what I just said, what you just repeated, was not true, and you went back and said the same shit. I said you're disputing because he didn't die instantly. That's the lie. The lie is because they ate the fruit and they didn't die right there. That's what I said,
bro. And I said that's how it's written.
So why would I say that? That's what you said. You said that. You said that's incorrect.
It's how it's translated. It's not really how it's written.
Bro. That's why I said in English, bro. And I said if y'all would just let me fucking finish, bro, and listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't know what it's coming from, Joel. I'm not even talking to Sosa right now because he don't even want to hear it. So I'm saying, bro, I don't know what it's coming from if it's written different that way, Joel. But I'm saying the shit I'm reading in English, bro, that's what that shit's saying.
Okay, I can get with that. I want to pull it back. Where is it?
I got it right here.
It does matter.
I like this. So let's listen to the experts.
I'm the motherfucker reading it, bro.
Can we listen to the experts?
It matter to me. It might not matter to
the experts. It says, any theologians say that the serpent was truthful and God lied? Yes. Some theologians and scholars have explored the narrative in Genesis 3 in a way that suggests the serpent words contains elements of truth, while God's warning could be seen as ambiguous. However, the idea that God lied is not widely held in traditional theological perspectives. Instead, a few interpretations do analyze the serpent's statements and God's warning differently. Gnostic interpretations. In Gnostic in traditions, the serpent is sometimes viewed as the bringer of knowledge of enlightenment. Wow. Some Gnostic texts interpret the serpent as a figure of helping humanity by giving Adam and Eve knowledge and free will, while depicting the God of the Old Testament as controlling deity who seeks to keep humanity in ignorance. See, I studied all this before. That's why I knew I could get you at the end. I knew I had this at the end. I knew I had it.
Keep reading, bro.
I knew I had it.
Yeah, we're not talking. Yeah, we're reading. We're talking about Christianity. But go ahead, keep reading.
Oh no, we're talking about theologians.
I just want to show you that you're on the fringe. You talk about Gnosticism now, but go ahead, keep reading.
No. I'm reading. I'm saying that other they're theologians, right? Gnosticism is not mainstream within Christianity, but what actually is though, Sosa. But It represents the rethinking of Genesis narrative, where the serpent is seen as truthful and even liberating. It seemed to me though, because he was giving them knowledge, understanding, and they ignorance.
In the beginning,
right there,
we read it said it had elements of the truth.
Literary
right?
and symbolic analysis.
Modern scholars have elements of the truth in it, right?
No,
in the beginning, which you so that's what I'm saying. Y'all will just dispute stuff that you know.
No, I'm not disputing anything.
Lies have elements of the truth in it. You don't got to say no to that. Say yes, so lies.
Say no to what? Say no to what?
I said lies have elements of the truth in it. Correct?
They can.
No, half truth is a whole lie to me. But anyway, some modern scholars approach.
Go back to the beginning.
You
just read about the serpent.
Let me read it.
It said
some modern scholars. Let me finish reading, Scott. Let me finish reading.
Oh my God.
Finish, bro? What you want me to do? You don't want me to finish reading?
Go ahead, hit me with the reading shit. You'll go 5.
No, I'm done. All right. So we do have Philip Carey.
I want to just go
explore the serpent words that have truth, although God warned death upon eating the fruit. This was ultimately about a spiritual separation rather than immediate physical death. Carey suggests that while the serpent statement was misleading, it did reflect the physical reality since Adam and Eve did not die instantly. Instead, he became a subject of mortality and spiritual alienation, making the serpent statement partly factual, but was manipulative. Okay, Journal of Theological Studies. Well, I'm just reading.
I'm just saying,
but it don't matter. I think I'm going to the experts now.
There's a lot. Is a have truth to truth.
Okay, but so I can still read what the experts are saying about it, though, right?
Yeah, I'm saying, but right here, right? We don't got. No, but what I'm saying, before we go, we want to chat. We want one, right? It said it had elements of the truth. Before this, you said nah. I said a lie.
I said a half truth was a whole lie. That's what I said.
Okay, so and it said.
So I would have to get some experts to support that statement, though, right? Well, that's my personal feelings towards it, bro.
Okay, and Philip Carey agrees with you, bro. Yeah. He said they have truth. So you think that's a lie? Okay. Then the serpent lied. Then if you believe that, then you believe. Then if you believe that, you follow him. Then you agree that he's lied.
No, I believe I believe as Gnosticism does that the serpent actually told him what was going to really happen. God flim. That's what I'm saying. That's based off what I'm
like the Gnostics. You believe the Gnostics.
Okay. Well, we don't. I don't hear nobody saying about the Mormons.
This guy.
Am I wrong?
Hold on.
I didn't know we were reading.
No, I'm saying. Go ahead, point your point out. But y'all do know the Mormons have a couple million people. Y'all do know that, right? And y'all do know they say, hold on, I don't see y'all getting on the Mormons. Because you tell me what text actually say that Jesus came to America. Think about what I'm trying to say. There is no clear answer when it comes to it. You can just make up a religion. So don't deny me the ability to make up something. Let me read it. I see what I'm reading. I ain't said nothing different. Even ChatGPT say, yeah, you can actually see it that way. So I ain't on my rockers now.
Let me point something out to you.
Said the same thing. Said the same thing about Smash. Yeah, you can say it that way.
2:17. And Genesis. Let me say this, y'all.
No, so you hold on. So y'all saying the Mormon church ain't a real church?
No, man. See, so
So you saying the Mormon church ain't a real church?
I'm just saying is that
they're not real Christians.
Nobody's in we're in a Discord. We're reading the Bible. We're looking at it.
No, I'm asking you, is the Mormon church a real church?
It just, I don't know. It's a real church. It's a church.
No, are they Christians? Are they real Christians?
I don't know. I don't know shit like that. I don't know Mormon belief.
Now you know the Mormons ain't Christians.
All I
want to
say,
Jesus came to America.
Belief like that, bro.
You ain't know Jesus came to America though, yo.
It's irrelevant to my point.
What
does it matter? What does it matter?
Because it's religion, yo.
Nobody
we
in
not
the Discord,
having
we were not reading the Bible and try to make sense of it from a Mormon understanding, bro. That's not what we were doing, bro.
No, we was having, we just gonna read the book conversation. That's all it was. Y'all added all the theologians to it.
The conversation was first it started with Gideon saying that his friend said that we could, according to the text, that humans could live, that humans were immortal and they would live forever, but because they ate of the fruit, that they weren't immortal no more. That's where it started from. And then it went to the other parts of the conversation. Oh no, my thing was I just want to read the thing. Remember, that was one of my things. I said that's my favorite thing to do. I just want to read and see what it actually say. You the only one that Chalimbe agreed, Joel agreed, you disagreed. That's all. Yeah.
All right. So you just Genesis 2:17. I just want you to remember this.
I'm gonna remember that. Genesis 2:17. What is it saying?
Yeah.
What you trying to say?
In that you so a lot of people to that in that day. I just want to let you know that if you click on that little blue hyperlink,
The tool.
that's
You
it.
mean the tools, right?
Yeah,
And you won't go to the commentary?
No. I don't want. Yeah, I mean, well, I want to go to
It's
the
a
actual
commentary
Hebrew
about it.
writing. If
Oh,
you scroll down, that in that day, where it says in that day, it's only one word there. It's not 4 words there. They added that for people to be able to read it and have some understanding, right? So it can change the meaning of that. It just simply says day. So if you and what does day mean to them in their cultural context? It may not be saying that you're gonna die immediately. As soon as you take a bite, boom, you done. You just fall out, boom, dead. It's not really. No, man.
In order to understand this ancient text, they when they see things, in order to get a better understanding, they do the same thing like they do with Egyptian stuff, bro. They try to find other texts where that phrasing is used, and they see the context, bro. It's no different than a conversation we've been having for 2 years, bro. You can look at
Nah,
some
it's
shit
different.
and
It's
use your
different.
mind and read it the way you see it.
No, that's the
But
difference.
you need to have the
No, that's
cultural
not true.
context, bro.
It's not true.
And if you don't get the context of what
That's
they're
not
saying,
true.
you're gonna think a day is 24 hours, and you got.
Yeah, it's not true though, yo. There's
That's
one thing
100% true.
you keep doing on purpose. You and
Hey.
Slim Bay. This is what y'all absolutely doing on purpose. What y'all doing is y'all trying to make the Egyptian conversation the same as the religious conversation.
It
The
is when it
Egyptian
comes to
conversation,
text.
hold on, is based off of real people. Nobody's over there arguing that the Egyptians aren't real people. There's no interpretation that the Egyptians aren't real people. There's not an argument there, right? It's an anthropological fact that the Egyptians are real people. The argument is, what did those people actually call themselves? You're taking that conversation and putting it on a religious conversation where it's up for interpretation on whether the serpent is a real figure or God is a real figure. That's a whole different thing. So now you want to move into theology school where the experts rely on the text and break it down. I agree with that, but that's not what the majority of the 8 or of the 7 billion Christians do, bro. 7 billion Christians actually think that Jesus died and came back to life. Do you know why though? They say this because it's central to them beliefs. It is central. No, it is central for a Christian to believe that Jesus Christ died.
Yeah. So let me explain
for the sins of the world. Hold on. Whoa. It is central, bro. That's not for up for interpretation, though, bro.
Right.
That's
So
the
let me
central
explain
core belief in Christianity.
Why I'm saying it's the same.
I know why
as
you're
the
saying
Egyptian
it. I know why you're
conversation.
saying it.
So
And I'm saying
within the
that don't apply.
conversation with Smash, we're reading from shit like the Book of the Dead, right? We are
Nah,
going
we
through-
actually wasn't.
Yes, some of the shit. We all Smash was reading from the Book of Coming Forth by Night. We do read things like that. When we talk about the person
No, we
won't give
didn't.
something to the
Don't make me
red
pull it
people.
up.
Like, yeah, some of the stuff do. Some
You
of the stuff
pull
do
this up.
come from that, bro. We talked about happy.
Nah, I'm talking
and all
about
these
Kim.
other damn.
Nah, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the Kim glyph. The Kim glyph wasn't in the religious text. It was the place name. No, my argument was always the place name didn't say they was black people. So I don't know what the rest of the shit they ran to that. Hold on. So wait. So the place name wasn't in the religious text.
Listen, regardless, bro.
Yeah,
if you're having a
text, you can't interpret.
Regardless, though, forget the Egypt conversation, bro. I'm just gonna kill that just because I don't want to argue because it's fucking stupid.
Thank you.
If you're reading religious text like we are doing right now, ancient words, you have to get the context to get it. So that means that you can't look at it and read it like you think you can, looking at your eyes down, bro. You need to get context. So that in order to get context, they go to other.
So you argue with the 8 billion Christians?
Other sentences. Bro,
wait, so you argue with the 8 billion Christians?
This is what I'm saying, bro. You're flipping back and forth.
No, I'm saying, so you're not arguing. I already understand.
Do you want to have an 8 billion people conversation, or do you?
Yeah, I do. So
I don't want to do that, bro. You got that. I don't want to do that. That's not the conversation I'm having. If you
there's no consensus. I'm
not talking about that.
There's no consensus on that interpretation of that. Some interpret it literally.
There's a widely held view and a more fringe view, bro. What side are you on, bro?
Hey, I ain't on no side because I ain't none of that. I ain't on no side of that. Now, if you ask me from a theological perspective, right? from a theological perspective, there's certain textual critiques that you go through, right? And even that is up for debate. Yeah, it's up for interpretation because it's religious, yo. It's the difference there between a place name like Martin Luther King Boulevard.
I'm not
That ain't
talking
a
about
place
damn
name is
place name.
always dealing with the
We're
place,
talking about
not the person.
when
No,
he
I'm
talk,
just no.
when
I want to
Smash
go back.
points to a glyph and he's asking himself,
Nah, it's
when
different.
Osiris says his skin is black, and we're trying to figure out
That's something
if
different.
black is symbolic. But these, bro,
Yeah,
let's
that's
not.
no.
so
Hold on.
We make
Whoa,
we making
whoa.
these foolish arguments
No,
to
no,
get
no.
away from the point.
Hold on.
No, I'm
That's
not. Hey,
just
Sosa,
irrelevant.
hold on. Hey, Sosa, that's different from the place name Kemet. Now you've moved it to something different now.
Bro,
My argument was
I never
Egyptians-
talked about the place named Kemet, bro. We talked
Oh, that's
about.
all I was talking about. I'm
Oh,
saying
so you
that
never.
the
So you
Egyptian-
never. This is what we're
No.
So you never had conversation or argument about the use of the term
No.
black.
No. I'm saying that
All your
even
conversations
Pepe
about the
hold
place
on.
name.
No. Even Pepe the Black was the epithet, right? Meaning we don't know if it was talking about his character. We don't know if it was talking about his skin. We don't know.
No.
So
Yeah.
let me.
So we didn't pull up glyphs trying to figure out when they said that Osiris' skin was black, if his actual physical skin he was talking about, or he's talking about
Now we
black
talk-
symbolic.
No,
We
it
didn't
was
have the
actually talking
No,
discussion.
we move into an Egypt conversation.
Like,
No, they was actually talking about the skin.
That's what I'm
No, they was
saying.
actually talking about the
Let's
skin of Osiris. No, they was actually talking about the skin of
I'm just
Osiris.
I'm gonna just leave it alone, bro. Like,
No,
you don't
they
get
was
what I'm
actually talking about
saying.
the
I ain't gonna keep repeating it, bro.
No,
Hey,
they was actually
Sosa,
talking about the
listen.
skin of Osiris, though.
You got
They
it.
was actually talking
You
about the
got
skin of Osiris,
You
though.
got it. You got it.
No, they
Hey,
was talking about
Sosa.
the skin of Osiris, though.
You got it.
Yeah, but since nobody saying Osiris is a god, right? But they was
Hey,
talking about the skin
Sosa.
of Osiris. He's the black god. They was talking about the skin.
I'm gonna read from
What you got?
the Chumash. This is the 5 books of Moses with translations of the text and excerpts from the commentary of Rabbi Samson Raphael Hirsch. So it's actually written in Hebrew and then translated and commented by him. Even if God said so, are you really not to eat from the trees of the garden? And the woman said to the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. But regarding the fruit of the tree which is in the middle of the garden, God said, you shall not eat from it, and not touch it, lest you will die. Remember I said that shit about touch, Unc?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Thereupon the serpent said to the woman, you will not die so soon. God knows quite well that on the day you will eat from it, your eyes will be opened and you will be like God, knowing what is good and what is evil. When the woman saw that the tree was good for food and tempting to the sight, and that the tree was a delight to contemplate, she took of its fruit and ate. And she also gave some to her husband. So,
Rabbi who?
Rabbi Samson.
Yeah,
Raphael
go tell Rabbi
Hirsch.
that, yo. So we're gonna say his pseudo rabbi. What you trying to say?
So I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's many contexts that you could pull from this shit.
That's what I thought, bro.
I'm just reading. When I was talking yesterday, I was just reading from the English version, and I'm saying if you read it like that, that is what it's saying in plain English. Now, I don't know what anybody else was saying.
Hey, Sosa, for the record, yo, I understand everything you're saying, yo.
If that shit didn't make plain English, I don't know what else I need to say.
He said he don't know what you mean.
Y'all can't get what the hell what I was saying.
He was reading
the whole time based
yo.
on what I just said. I don't know what else to say.
He was reading What'd you say?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Sosa, what you saying? So you saying, yo, we over here acting like Smash, yo? That what you saying? You said.
I say you acting like Smash.
I think there's a
really, y'all. Wow.
A disconnect.
Somebody disconnected. I'm not sure.
In the conversation. You know, theology is theology. I ain't really into all that. I think it's a lot of
I can't tell.
Why? I didn't talk about theology.
But that's what we talking about, though. We're
No,
literally having a theological. We talking about theology, nigga. We
Right.
talking about that religion
No,
and
no.
interpretations.
Right. But my only point was very clear that it should be in the historical context. So let me give you an example of what I mean. Right. Yesterday when we was
Real quick, you know I agree with you, right? The only thing I
yeah.
disagree, but the only thing I disagree with you and Sosa about is there's not a clear consensus on that cultural context. That's all I was saying, bro.
Right.
You can't deny
I
that.
didn't agree with them.
I
I said that shit yesterday.
Go ahead, Marcus, and I want to respond to Gideon about
All right.
why we said what we said about touch. Go ahead.
Right. So I agree, but let me give you some clear examples. Things that I heard yesterday and today that isn't correct. One is that the even though the Bible is composed in a timeline, you could say the stories wasn't written that way. So Job was written to be older, right? During a time where they considered maybe the patriarchs or whatever. But Genesis is much later in time.
Correct.
And so you saying we should read it in the way it's presented in the Bible.
No. I'm not saying we should, Marcus.
Okay, so my point is, so when I made my statements yesterday, only thing I
And
did
I agree
was
with I agree with both of y'all. I agree with you and Sosa.
Yeah.
I think y'all just mistaken what I was saying. Like I'm not saying that it should be anything. I'm just saying that's what I was doing.
Right, I got you. And I'm and the point I want to point out is that I am not anti-theist, atheist, or agnostic. That's not what I am. So I don't have any point to destroy I'm not with none of that. I don't care about that really. I only care about in the context of when it comes to things like politics and education. I wholeheartedly believe that should be separate. I can hold conversations about it, but I will only hold conversations about it if we're going to put it in its proper context. I don't want to argue theology. I don't want to argue that. So I'm cool with that. If y'all want to argue theology, that's cool. But if you pose a question, right? If you pose a question and you say, like we talking about Genesis 1, 2, and 3 mainly, right? But that was multiple writers. It's disfractured because it isn't a single writer, but that's part of the historical context of what we're talking about. And it's a shame that the only time that this historical context doesn't matter is when we're talking about the Abrahamic faiths. If we're talking about the Dogon, we can easily say, well, historically, they couldn't have known that because this, and this. We talking about Egypt. Historically, they wouldn't have known that because of this, and this. We come to the Bible. Oh, no, it means just that. What are we doing? Like that's clearly a double standard. What are we talking about here? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been getting that.
I'm cool with that. If y'all want to argue anything beyond that, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Y'all good. I ain't got nothing to
see,
say.
I my thing is I ain't want to argue at all. I was just kicking it. Yeah.
My point is that if we gonna have discussion, no matter what we have discussion about, there got to be guardrails, bro. The guardrails got to be some type of expertise on the subject matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we started a conversation going back and forth between the scripture and going to the blue level to get different context, get interpretation of Hebrew. That's how we started, right? Just in casual. And I don't mind a conversation, even though I'm not related. I don't mind conversation like that, right? So the other conversation, so the ye shall touch it. It says, so in the verse it said, neither shall ye touch it. So it says, however, it is important to note that this is Eve's statement about from what God said, not God's direct command. When we look at God's original command to Adam in Genesis 2:16 to 17, there's no mention of touching the fruit. God only prohibits eating from the tree, right? So in the original Hebrew text of God's command, God does not say not to touch the fruit. The prohibition against touching appears only in Eve's recounting of the command in Genesis 3:3, which seems to be an addition to or misunderstanding of God's original instruction. So that's where the disparities come from. One saying God didn't say touch it, and right. So it's in there, touch it, but we don't have God saying touch it. So that's what that should end that little disparity that's going on right there.
Nah, it shouldn't.
What?
I'm gonna tell you why it shouldn't. Because it's still written in the same damn book. If she said he said it, then he said it, bro.
All right, if that's how you
Bro,
take it,
the
then
niggas
you
wrote,
got it, bro. You got it. You got
like
it,
you
bro.
getting too technical with the shit, dog, Sosa, man. How you going? Oh, God didn't say it. Like what? You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, nah,
Yeah, that's
bro.
what I'm saying, and that's my point, bro.
What's your point?
If we gonna just do it like that, then it ain't no point. You see what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? What are the rules? Like, what guidelines are we following? You feel me? Are we using the people that actually study it to understand it? Or are we just coming with our own list? That's cool. We can do that and just giggle and chop it up. I'm cool with that too. You know what I'm saying? But don't start blue letter Bible with me, blue letter, and we going to I'm going to Hebrew,
So
and
let
then
me
you hit me
ask
with
you
the
this.
man. You know
No,
what?
no, no, no,
I
no,
like
no,
to just
no,
goddamn, eat chicken wings and watermelon, my nigga.
Wait.
You feel
That's
me?
a game
Like,
then, bro.
just don't do me
Because let
like
me
that, bro.
ask you
And we
this.
good,
All
bro.
right. You said I
That's
went to
all
the
I'm
blue letter
saying.
Bible on you.
Hey, let me
We
ask you
started
this,
off with the blue letter. You said, hold on, I'm gonna
Hold
go for the blue
on,
letter.
Let me ask you this, Bobby.
Come on,
Let
bro.
me ask you this.
That's
Let me
funny.
ask you this. Ain't it the
What?
same writers? Like, ain't it the same
No,
writers writing the same set of books right there? Like, it's only a
no,
couple chapters right there, bro. So you
No,
tell me,
no.
no,
I said writers.
yeah, yeah.
Writers
It's a
change
few
over time.
writers.
Writers change
Oh,
over time.
Yeah,
And sometimes they're copying. They're copying it from copies and re-editing, and certain things may get lost in translation. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
so
and then
so
they
so so
compiling
so
multiple
so with
stories.
what you just said, so certain things get lost in translation. So it couldn't have got lost in translation that God actually said, "Don't touch it."
Yeah, right. The evidence. Yeah, right. Like the absence of
See what
evidence
I'm
is
saying, bro?
the
So
absence
that's
of
why I
evidence
said,
is actually evidence.
"Oh
Like we
man."
can't do that. Like if that's bro, you got it, bro.
No, but I'm saying it's in the book where she said he said it, bro.
Right. So if she
So I'm
said
saying,
okay, well if she
no,
said
no,
she
no, no,
said
no.
it, then
You
he
getting
said
what
it.
I'm saying, bro?
Right.
So
No, listen.
you
God
That,
see
said
what
it
I'm
to
saying,
Eve.
Unc? No,
I'm
you see
saying
what I'm
right.
saying, Unc?
God said it
I
to
don't know if
Eve, right?
I'm mistaken here.
No. What I'm saying, did
Nah, go
God said
ahead,
it to
bro.
Adam or did God say it to Eve? I
God
think he
said it
said to
to
Adam.
Adam, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
So then Adam told Eve, and then Eve said it. So if Eve said it, then God said it. Then shit, case closed, bro. It's a done deal. If Eve said it, then God had to say it. Where did she get it from?
All right, I gotta get ready to bounce. I'm too old for this.
Yeah, you too old for that, man.
You're lying.
I can't believe
Yo,
y'all forgot what
my
it took to be a
closing
Christian
word.
though got me. You got
Hold
closing
up,
statement.
hold up. Let me
Closing
get my
statement.
closing statement.
All
My
right,
closing statement is this.
closing
I
statement,
think
bro.
this is a very beneficial show.
I
I
thought
think it'll help a lot of people if we can, while we beating up how it's written and how it looks to us today, also throw in the cultural understanding that the people would have had back then. Because what that will do is allow people to have a space to retreat to when they wrestling with what we're saying when we point out the inconsistencies in the text. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Y'all have a good night.
all right, brother.
It was fun. All right, my brothers. Later.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we're not the first people to actually think that, right? If did the serpent lie? Did he, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I respect the scholarship across the board, but the reality is, man, it's over damn near 7 billion believers in the world, yo. And that's thousands of interpretations, yo. Right? When you go into your own home, people, it's depending on where the hell you live at sometimes. My overreaching thought is this, though. At the end of the day, people are so afraid of those two characters, yo, that you would never read it and say, yeah, God didn't really tell the truth. I say that's fear. Although I understand what the scholars may say to this, I'm simply saying, even if you read it literally, right, without nothing to it, right, it is clear that one person is saying one thing that came to be, and the other person had to literally throw you out and put something in front of something to stop you from getting to it. This is what I'm saying, Sosa. So if God already knew that they was going to die after they ate that, why would he have to put them out the garden and keep them from eating from that daggone of a tree of everlasting life. Then that's my point, bro. If they'd have found a way back in there, yo, they'd have been good. Then what, though, Sosa? Suppose I can find a book to say they found their way back in. Then what?
It ain't no then what. That's the whole point, right? So within that context, he's saying if immortality can be achieved and it's there for them, and it's saying you have to obey this. If you don't obey this, then you don't get that. Then it's understood that once you eat that, then I have to judge you now, right? And now because of that, you're gonna die. You will not be immortal. Immortality is lost, bro. So yeah, you go and they died, just like he said, bro.
Okay.
So
Okay, I feel you. All right. Okay.
like when we look at these figures of the serpent and all these, even in some of those old tales and stuff like that, the whole purpose of that deceiver is they tell you a truth. Or you see plenty of stories of even movies like that where the truth is laced to where it's a half truth. And you think that you're going to get something from the deceiver. That they deceive you to thinking that, it ain't going to be bad. You was right. And then at the end, you end up getting screwed. That's the role of the deceiver. You know what I mean?
So are you familiar with the Forgotten Books of Eden?
Forgotten Books of Eden? No, I'm not familiar with all that. No.
So there are books that didn't make it into the Bible.
Of course, many books.
And there are some books that said they made it. Hold on. So now we gotta really have a conversation. We'll pick this up next week, y'all. So what they didn't know is I know that there's actual books that they decided not to put into the goddamn books to say that Adam and Eve made it back into the goddamn garden. The only reason they're not official because they chose it not to be that.
Yeah, but you don't know the context of those books. Just because you have the one book saying that, you have to know the entire context of that book. It may change the narrative.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Maybe God don't say what he said.
Yeah, I'm just making the point that there are actual books.
Not maybe God don't say what he said.
No, I'm just saying there are actual books.
No, there's a different text, and maybe God didn't. The statements can change. It's a different book. It'd be different.
Yeah, I get it. So trust me. I get it.
So there are plenty of books in the missing books of the Bible, the Forgotten Books of Eden. I mean, so yeah. Interesting. That's wild. But that's what it is, man. Look, had a great show, man. Hit that Cash App, show some love, man. Man, you know we rocking Sunday, man. I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, so well, shoot, you go up to get that college football, ain't you, man?
Yeah. I'm cranking. I'll be up at 10 o'clock in the morning getting ready.
Crazy. I was last week. What you doing with the Ravens? What you think? What you doing with the Cowboys? I think the Cowboys. Who the Cowboys play?
Sure, I made a lot of money for Ravens.
Damn.
And I bet Lamar. Tell you, I got Lamar MVP process. I be betting Lamar passing yards over. They would let them slang that thing. You know what I'm saying? I've been making shit, and he's slanging that rock too. I'm like, he made my money early. Like he got me out the way quick. 200-something yards passing, like real fast. I'm like, yeah.
Well,
you had to sweat it.
Yeah, he gonna have to sling that thing tomorrow too. Yeah, because Cleveland absolutely wants them to put that big package in there and trying to run. Yo, that's what they do the best. Is stop the big run. You're going to have to sling it.
they got Jameis Winston that quarterback. The whole epic shows King Sosa trying to steal God for the believer. See, then Lamar Post said, "Didn't God know that was going to happen anyway?"
Right, that's come on, yo. That's fine. That's why if you don't know about the Mormons, yo, the Mormons say Jesus came to America, yo. Seriously. I would like to end with this, though. This is what I want to end with. This is funny right here. Because they told me in the survey, yo, to put a sign up at my house. They say, put a sign up there. Put a sign and put a sign there. And, So the Christians won't come to your house going door to door. Right? Okay. So we come right here. Do atheists go door to door to promote atheism? Generally, atheists don't go door to door promoting atheism. Unlike some religious groups that engage in door to door outreach, while individual atheists or group may participate in public events, debates, and online discussions, to advocate for secular or raise awareness about atheism, organized door to door campaigns are rare. Instead, many atheists focus on promoting secular values through education, media, and advocacy for the separation of church and state. Do the Mormons go door to door? Yes. The Mormons, or members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, are known for their door-to-door missionary work. Young missionaries often in pairs visit homes to share their belief, discussions, and teachings, the Book of Mormon, and invite people to learn more about the LDS faith. This approach is a long-standing tradition in the church as it views missionary work as the core aspect of faith and practice. Jehovah's Witnesses go door to door. Yes, Jehovah's Witnesses are well known for their door-to-door ministry. This outreach is a central part of their faith, rooted in their interpretations of biblical commentaries and spread their beliefs. Jehovah's Witnesses go door to door to share their views on the Bible, distribute literature like the Watchtower and Awaken magazine, and invite people to study the Bible with them. This practice reflects their commitment to what they see as a calling to reach out to as many people as possible. So the general practice of going door to door actually doesn't happen in most religions, but those particular religions do. And there's a group of different groups, and I want to mention these groups: the Seventh-day Adventists, they go door to door. Islamic Dawa, all right, Islamic, that's Dawa, right? The independent evangelical Christians, they go door to door. The Hare Krishnas go door to door. The Bara faith goes door to door. It's a door-to-door outreach is generally less common than other forms of outreach and tend to be more organized within specific religious groups that emphasize proselytization as a core practice. Let me say this for real. Watch this. The Jehovah's Witnesses don't even believe in the Trinity. They got enough people now, so they accept it in. The Mormons say Jesus Christ came to America. Have you ever read it? They say black skin is definitely cursed. Yeah. They say all that in their religion. So I don't understand.
They'll have to look at the context.
Ain't no context.
Like, what is it?
Man,
like,
no, they actually said that. You know that, right? Hold on.
I don't know that. I got to look it up and see what the context of black skin and what it was like, what it meant. Like, I don't know. You might be doing I need to see what it
You should look it up. I would say.
Yeah, so they think that black people,
Mormons,
skin.
Yeah, until the 1970s. I think it was the 1970s when they repealed it. They repealed that, and they repealed the poly stuff. A few years apart.
I remember when it feel
Yeah, but they used to think the black skin was cursed. Native Americans were part of the 12 tribes, but the black folks was cursed.
Oh yeah, yo.
Yeah, like I said, I gotta see. I gotta see it.
Yeah, Joseph Smith. I can't. I mean, I think his name was Joseph Smith. He was wild.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, they was wild. Look, it says, do the Mormons ever say that black skin was cursed? Yes, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints historically taught that black. Hold on, let me share the screen. Yeah, it was in I got the Book of the Mormons. I read all that. That's my point. I'm saying is everybody having fun. When I start having fun, I'm the worst guy. I didn't do the thing. I didn't look at it. Whatever. Did they look at the thing? They ain't want to listen to the thing.
Yeah,
they did their thing.
Mormon view. Like I said, I'm not studied up on Mormon.
How about
I'm not going to engage in a conversation with what Mormons believe.
How about look, yes. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints historically taught black skin was a mark of a curse. This belief was rooted in certain interpretations of the Book of Mormon and other LDS scriptures, which describe people with dark skin as descended from an unknown group of Lamanites, right, who were cursed for turning away from God. Additionally, in the 19th and 20th century, such church leaders taught that black individuals bore the curse of Cain, associating dark skin with this concept. These teachings were used to justify the racial restrictions within the church, particularly barring black members from holding the priesthood, an important role within the church hierarchy, or entering the LDS temples. However, these restrictions were officially lifted in 1978. Took them that long. God ain't tell them. When the church leadership announced a revelation that allowed all worthy men, regardless of race, to receive the priesthood. Since then, the LDS church has distanced itself from the past teachings of race and emphasized that it is no longer views skin color as the marker of divine favor or disfavor. The church has publicly disavowed past racist teachings and policies, acknowledging that these interpretations reflect the prejudice of the time rather than the core. Man, come on, man.
Now, what's really strange is they actually have the biggest free database for ancestry.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
most
right.
black
Yeah,
people
right.
use them to look
right.
at their family history.
You're right.
So it's
You're
a
right.
strange combination there
Humans are strange.
that we are.
Oh, man. Oh man, what the hell I'm doing? Spelled America. Did Jesus come to North America? In the teachings of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it is believed that Jesus visited Americas after his resurrection. I don't want to read no more of that. But that's my point. If they got people coming, they got Jesus coming to America, yo, all the way from Rome, yo. I can't read a thing and say God lie, man.
Yeah, like I said,
Really,
that's Joseph Smith creating his own church.
Okay,
Right,
that's all I was doing. Y'all ain't mad at that, man. That man got people coming to your door, yo. Why I gotta get the extra critique?
Because you scientifically literate. That's what you teach. And all of a sudden, when they come to this subject, we want to throw that part out of the door, right? We want to throw that out the window. Yeah.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. They said I can't do it. I can't read that. Hey, get in. We can't read that. Crazy. Anyway, man, I appreciate everybody coming through, man. I appreciate somebody did buy something from the store, man. I appreciate that love right there.
Yeah, all right, y'all catch y'all tomorrow, son.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate you, Sosa. Hey, Slim Bay, I appreciate you coming on, brother. You know we're gonna have a good conversation, man. Hear all sides of it, which makes for intelligent conversations, man, and what we do, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you. See you tomorrow, Sosa, man. Bet Ravens, yo. Bet Ravens. And y'all already know what it is, man. Appreciate you getting in with that, man.
Body banger from the block, seen it all raw tough. Streets of Baltimore where survival's always rough. Joined the Marines fighting for a life he could save. But back in the hood, he felt like a runaway slave. Started an army, not of guns but of wisdom. I'm a rock squad, truth the anthem, we ain't just a God killer. Bobby Banger on his path for the truth. Empower the people, give them wisdom as the proof. Black power rising, knowledge shines like a light. He's fighting for the future, ready to ignite. Selling drugs on the corner just to put food on plates, but deep in his heart, he knew he had greater fates. From the traps to the lab, he fights ignorance raw, teaching evolution while shaking up the law. The real black atheist is changing the game, waking up minds, never the same. God killer Bobby Banger on his path for the truth, empower the people.
Hey, man, look, man. Y'all know what it is, man. I got this channel I want y'all to support right here real fast. Let me pull this up real quick, man. Make sure y'all subscribe over here, man. 1 second. Let me get this in here for y'all, man. I want y'all to support this channel, man. Hold on. Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get to it. Hold on 1 second. Oh, shoot. 1 second. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. All right, hold on. I want y'all to subscribe to this channel. Oh, let me see. Oasis for Teaching, man. Let me put this up for you. I'm subscribed, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. 1 second here. Hold on. Let me get the link to the channel. Hold on. Man. Goodness gracious. I'm messing it up. Man. God damn. Get this right for y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. All right, let me get the link. All right, copy the link. All right, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel too. Don't play. Be serious about it, man, because I'm serious about it, man. All right, we want to support the sister, man. What she doing, man? She educating, and we want to always support good education, man. All right, let me get this link and put it in the chat for y'all real quick, man. And make sure y'all subscribe to get those subscribers up. 1 second here. Man. All right. The link. All right. Put this in here for y'all. Man, if y'all in there, man, make sure y'all support the daggone thing. Here it go. It's the link, man. Make sure y'all support that channel right there. All right. All right. Okay. There's J.L. Waters. All right. Is an educator, mentor, public speaker, and entrepreneur. She holds a bachelor's degree in psychology and master's in elementary education. She has 20 years of experience in the field of education. Look, man, we're going to always support education, y'all. That's what we do around here. We support intelligent people. Let me share the screen here real fast. Let me share the screen. All right. Share the screen. Let me get this thing off here real quick for y'all. Real quick. All right, right here. This is what we're doing. All right. Man, make sure y'all like and subscribe right there, man. Oasis for Teaching. There you go. All right, subscribe. All right. All right. Get them subscribers up over here, man. And go ahead and do the thing right, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Make sure y'all do that. Drop the link in there, man. Make them subscribers go up. And make sure you support the channel, man. Got 20 years of experience, man, in teaching and education, yo. And you know we respect degrees around here, man. Y'all already know that, man. Look, man, so I appreciate everybody that came through, man. Hit that cash app, get them lights up, right, to get the algorithm going, man. It was a lively discussion. I appreciate it, man. Y'all watch out for that book of Genesis, man. It's a tricky book. And with that, man, we out.